Hey, Prime members, you can listen to Crime and Sports early and ad-free on Amazon Music. Download the app today.
In the depths of an Atlanta forest, a clash between activists and authorities ends in tragedy. I'm Matthew Scher, and on my new podcast, We Came to the Forest, we expose the hidden truths behind a shootout that left one activist dead and countless lives forever changed. Binge all episodes of We Came to the Forest ad-free on Wondery Plus.
Who's ready for Crime and Sports? Period. Let's bring them out. James Petrogallo and Jimmy Wisman.
Oh, shit. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Oh, this is the best. This is the best. Thank you once again. Thank you, Lincoln Hall, for having us, and especially
no doubt.
Thank you guys for coming out and paying money to see our stupid asses in person.
Unfucking believable.
We appreciate the hell out of that. So we're going to kick it off with the intro, and we'll go from there. Let us do it right. Where's my intro music? I got closing.
What
there
the
we
fuck?
Go. Crank that beautiful music. Yeah. Very nice. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crime and Sports Live. Yes. My name is James Petrogallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmy Wisman.
Thank you, folks, so much for coming out tonight. We're not going to do any of the normal intro opening stuff.
No.
Yeah, Patreon, blah, 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 blah,
whatever.
blah. You guys are here. That's all good. PayPal, Patreon,
Right.
buy a mattress.
Do it. We appreciate it.
Find love on eHarmony, all that good shit. But anyway, besides that.
Look for a new car.
Yes, a true car. I'm telling you guys. Right
Guys,
now.
you don't
Amazing.
have to be bald.
Yes, it's true. They'll sell, if you have hair, they'll sell you a car. It's fine. Let's get started tonight with our star of the week, shall we? That's what we'll call him this week. Edwin Valero.
I have no fucking idea.
No, that is no idea who that is, Jimmy. There you go.
Oh,
That's not
that
him.
guy.
It's not that guy, actually.
No,
it's
it's that guy.
There you go.
Oh.
Edwin Valero. Look at him.
What the fuck is that?
He's a boxer. He looks like he's a little trollish, right?
He looks like that. Yeah. So you know that little video online that the little guy that dances and then the guy presses stop? That's what he looks like.
Yeah, kind of.
Everybody
he looks
in
like
the room is now going to search for that.
They're all going to be
Google
on
it.
that.
It's a great story.
Yeah, he looks like an Incan they brought back from the past and put gloves on him.
That's the
what
guy
he looks
that
like.
stops chiseling the calendar. He's like,
Fuck it. He's like, I'm not Mayan, Jimmy. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host Andrew Jackson, everybody. I love it. I love it so much. He is actually known as El Inca, because he is an Incan warrior,
right?
And Dinamita, which is dynamite in Spanish.
Of course.
So that's what he is there, which is kind of like a Mike Tyson ripoff. I feel like. This dude's a badass, guys. I'm telling you right now. This dude is a badass. The badassery started on December 3rd, 1981, all the way in Merida, Venezuela.
He's younger than me.
He's younger than you. He's younger than both of us. Merida, Venezuela. You've been there, Jimmy?
Been there.
Been there? You love it?
Terrible.
It's a good place,
I've
right?
never been.
No, me neither. It's terrible. It's a horrible dictatorship, and it's an awful place.
That's what I assume.
And he's super into that, too. We'll get into this.
It is
He
a dictatorship.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. It's
All right.
Hugo Chavez.
All right. I don't know that.
You don't know anything, do you? Okay. We're educating Jimmy in both sports, geopolitical things, everything here. This kid grew up tough. Venezuela is not the most affluent country out there, really. He was right in the middle of it here. Basically, he's immediately fighting on the street. That's what he does. He's a street fighter. He's robbing people. He's got a
family life?
No. What do you think, Jimmy? Out of all of our guys, what do we got, about a 10% good family life ratio on this bad boy?
Venezuela, I figure, is just a down-home country place.
Down-home country.
That's what Beaver was. It's upsetting to leave it to Beaver, right?
Yes, that's where Cracker Barrel's based out of there, Jimmy. That's where it is, right there.
They make great rocking chairs.
Yeah, absolutely. Venezuela, and it was even worse then, but now it is poverty in Venezuela is between 35 and 65%.
Sweet Jesus.
So it is poor. That shit is poor.
Yeah.
The homicide rate in Venezuela is 88 homicides per 100,000. It's like two here. It's terrible.
Yeah.
They're just gunning people down in the streets. It's awful. He would tell people, he ended up coming to the States to box. We'll get to that later. But he would tell people about his childhood and about he'd hang out with motorcycle gangs and steal shit. And he was just like a thief on the streets.
Great.
And just being like, I don't know. Maybe that's what you do in Venezuela.
Man, I like him.
Maybe that's like joining Little League there. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never been there.
Get a nickname and a scooter.
That's it. Here you go. Yeah, here you go, Dinamita. Get out there and punch some people and deliver this. His father, Domingo, was a truck driver.
Yeah.
His mother is Maria Eloisa.
Yes.
That's a nice name right there. Not bad at all. He had a 2-bedroom house that he grew up in with his parents and 4 siblings.
Okay.
5 kids, 2 parents, 2-bedroom house.
Okay.
That is a
It's
lot.
bigger than my house.
That's 2-bedroom?
It was a trailer.
Oh, a trailer.
Fuck.
Was it divided into rooms at least? Or
One
was it...
fucking room, and then somewhere where my mom and my dad made more kids. That's
And where were you?
one of the kids. That's
One of
where
the
I was,
kids?
yeah.
You popped out, you just
And then my dad left.
slept at the foot of the bed? Is that what you
So
did
it
there?
worked out great.
That's good. That's excellent.
That's a different show.
That is not the right one. I am a mess right now. I have no idea how to work this fucking
They
thing.
love this behind the scenes.
This is awful. This is not how this normally
never
works.
happened.
This is
Never,
not how this
ever.
works. I got to find in their own words. I don't know where it is. That's not it. That's not it. What do we got here?
It is my favorite
This is a
music,
fucking
though.
nightmare.
That was good.
How do I get
That
out
was
of
so
here?
good.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
There's some yeah.
In their own words, quote, I did not have a normal childhood. It was work, work, work. I gave my mother everything I earned. We had barely enough to eat. The only sport I ever played until I was 10 was marbles. There was never time.
Is that a sport?
Marbles. Apparently
By your
marbles is a sport.
definition, marbles is not a fucking sport.
I don't think it is, but I think he
He's
was
sadly mistaken.
Yeah, what are you going to do? He it's still going. Stop. Stop. It's over. Fuckers. His mom was a dishwasher. His dad left at 9.
Of course.
Yeah. So he dropped out of school at 9. I didn't think that was even possible. Like in any country, you know what I mean? Like you're 9.
Fuck it.
Do
You
you
had to go pro at marbles.
I guess that's true. There's a big circuit down there. It's pretty crazy. It's cutthroat down there. It's tough. That's where all the homicide rate comes from.
for
It's all,
sure.
It's marble gang
Yeah.
on marble gang killings. It's
He
rough.
took my whatever the fuck you're taking in marbles.
It's the truth, man. At 12 years old, he was homeless.
Yeah.
He's living on the streets in Venezuela. Not too good, obviously. That's a
right.
bad situation.
For sure.
He fights on the street. He's just a crazy street fighter. He's not afraid of anybody. His first sports really came with taekwondo. He got in taekwondo at 13.
Yeah.
But he didn't have enough money to keep continuing the
I was just
classes.
gonna ask that. How do you pay for lessons
He
to do
didn't.
that shit?
That was the problem. They kicked his
steal
ass
those?
out. No, they said, get the fuck out of here. You
Okay.
can't do that.
All right.
So he got a job at a bicycle shop.
That'll do it.
There you go.
You can steal bikes.
The owner of the bicycle shop was a former boxer.
Gotcha.
Here we go.
All right.
He sees that this kid, Edwin, is a rageful little shithead.
Yeah, he's angry, for
He's
sure.
an angry little
Yeah.
fuck. He's got a lot of rage.
Yeah.
He's tiny, too. He's a little 5'6". He's, 135
Take it
pounds.
easy. Calm
He's a
down.
tiny guy. Yeah. Well, you claim to be 5'7". He claims
5'8". I
5'7".
swear
You
to
are not
Christ. I
5'8".
swear to
He is
Christ.
not 5'8". I swear. We will get a measuring tape at this fucking show out in the lobby. I will measure you. You're not 5'8", and you know it. Neither here nor there. So he gets into boxing. So what he would do, he ended up moving into the boxing gym. He just lived there,
That sounds great.
which is great if
Yeah.
you're a kid
It's better
like
than
that.
being at home with mom while she's washing dishes, pissed off because dad's gone.
That's the truth right there. So he's fighting on the streets the whole time, and he's getting into gangs, of course, too. That's the thing, too. He's got to fight gangs and motorcycle gangs.
Yeah.
And there was like thief motorcycle gangs, which sounds like an awesome movie,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Like a gang of
Fuck
10...
Vin Diesel. This sounds much better.
Especially because they're 12.
Yeah.
That'd be even better. A gang of 12-year-old motorcycle thieves.
Bunch
That
of
would be
kids
amazing.
The size of Mickey Rourke at 12 years old, though.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Same face.
Grizzled, smoking.
Same face.
Got the voice. Oh, you sons of bitches. Look at that here. So he becomes a boxer very quickly. At around the same time, though, about 12, 13, that he starts boxing, he also gets into cocaine, which is, of course, obviously. Once again,
That's
plenty
natural
of
progression.
It's a natural progression. We are talking about like late 80s, early 90s South America. So
Right.
I think cocaine was, it was like sweet and low.
One
It was
day
just
you're
on the
playing
table.
marbles, right?
It's just on the table. How do you take your coffee? Rocks in it? You like rocks? Okay.
Right. One day you're playing
We'll
marbles,
freebase
and you're
it for
like,
you.
can we grind these down?
Yeah, let's
and snort
grind this
them?
down.
Right.
Yeah, let's do this up here.
Exactly.
But he's good, though. It doesn't matter. In all
Fucking
this...
sweet and low? What? Go on.
It's cocaine, the sweet and low of South America. Perfect. There we go. I think we found a T-shirt, folks. Let's do that. What do you say? I'm into it. Oh, my God, man.
Jesus Christ.
So he's living at the boxing gym. Oscar Ortega is training him. He's this guy. He said he lived constantly in the streets with, quote, bad groups.
Yeah.
So but in the ring, though, he's got it together.
Sure.
This is the thing. He's a huge star amateur. He wins a national championship at 15, which is like the Golden Gloves down there, for lack of a better term. And then again twice in 1996. Okay. So, I mean, he's amateur-wise, he's a badass fighter. 1998, I'm sorry. He's a badass fighter. He says that about when he's talking, he had about a group of 30 friends that he hung out with, and he said, quote, they were all killed by the police or their enemies. Wow.
Chicago's familiar.
Yeah, we've been there. We've been there. Yeah, they know what's up there. Yeah.
There's a black guy or two in here going, yeah,
like,
go on.
They're like Meridia. That's on the south side, right? That's over. It's right down there. Just Lakeshore. You keep going. So, he's like, well, in that world, you dealt drugs, stole, or worked as a hitman.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
Boxing is what saved me. Not really, as we'll get into later, but that's okay. For now. Right. He wasn't killed by his enemies anyway, so that's good. I trained hard and never once used drugs or even smoked a cigarette.
What a pussy.
He actually was doing tons of cocaine. That was full of shit. That was for like a Venezuelan fluff piece in like 98, literally. By the way, this whole thing, I don't know if you guys know this, but a South American dictatorship, kind of a shitty media situation down there. Real difficult finding a lot of this shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's not easy, so you really had to kind of...
Police are killing everybody. They don't want
That's
that
the
shit
thing.
in the news.
What nice thing is later on, his family starts ratting him out for a bunch of cool shit. So we got a bunch of good information. But he's at the gym with Ortega every afternoon for hours. He ate his meals at this guy's house. This guy just took him in as surrogate father action, which... Good God.
Christ.
How many of these people have we talked about that could have used this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could have used a silver-haired middle-aged white man that wasn't using them and ruining them, was actually
Somebody
helping
that's actually
them.
lending a hand and
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing here. He said basically that's all he had. If it wasn't for Ortega, if it wasn't for the gym, he was on his own. He said, quote, I had the keys to the gym, and when there was no tournaments pending, I often slept there. Nobody was watching me. Look, he says, these are all tooth marks. I like to get in street fights. He's got scars all up and down his arms from people biting him.
What the fuck?
What the fuck kind of cocaine makes you bite people?
It's like crocodile.
Kind of shit. Yeah. Is that like that movie with the like Brazilian like dancing fighting? Remember that? Is that part of it? Is that the Venezuelan version? Does it bite you? I think.
Otherwise, it's fucking. That's bananas. I don't even want to think about
fights in the streets.
That's like fighting with an ex-wife fight. That's crazy.
Yeah. A bad divorce too. That's like fighting with my ex-wife. So. Jimmy knows the behind the scenes there. Oh, that's funny. So anyway, he's always there. He's just doing that sort of thing. He begins holding up students at the colleges at gunpoint. This is, that's what you do when you're a kid, I think, right? And you do that, Jimmy.
I can't just think about having that thought.
No.
That's fucking amazing.
Well, he rides up on a motorcycle and says, give me all your money. That seems
He's
fair.
16.
Yeah.
He's got a hot
Maybe
shadow.
16. And then he just fight them for no reason and hope they don't bite him, I
Don't
guess.
bite.
Yeah. But the cops were watching him, actually, because he was doing a lot of shit, more than he, kind of didn't stay under the radar like he might have. Like, that would have been the smart thing to do. So what he did is, one day he's leaving the gym, and he's got a stolen motorcycle, and as he's riding away, the cops pick him up. And there's that. He's been arrested before, but this is the first time he's actually going to spend time in jail. He spends 6 months in jail. And he could have got up to 10 years, but he was a minor, so he got 6 months. So he's actually very, very lucky at this point here. Through all this, he's still fighting. It's like last... Oh, yeah, by the way, he's a boxer, too. He's still fighting. So he's doing this. He's still fighting. As an amateur, his amateur record is 86-6.
Holy shit.
Yes, with 57 or 45 knockouts, depending on who you talk to.
My Christ.
The Venezuelan record-keeping on amateur boxing isn't what it needs to be, I don't think. Very upset about that. He's a lefty, too, which helps him a lot. I mean, southpaws it's really helpful for boxing, throws everything off. He wins 3 straight Venezuelan amateur championships. He's a featherweight quarterfinalist in the second America's Olympic qualifier in Tijuana, Mexico.
Is that what they're calling Venezuela?
I think they're calling South America. It's like Chicago's second city. They're like, we're second America. They're okay with that. So... he ends up losing a decision to Enrique Perez of Argentina. Okay. He's a featherweight silver medalist in the 3rd America's Olympic qualifier in Buenos Aires, Argentina. There's a lot of Americas.
This is fucking
tons.
amazing.
Yeah, Canada counts too, I think. I don't know. He defeated Zaya Yunnan of Canada, and he was the third America. That was the fourth America. He defeated Daniel Jimenez of the Dominican Republic, 13-9. Defeated Wilfredo Rendero, so I know you have a poster up in your room since childhood. He wins. He loses to Vladimir Valdemir.
Shit, yeah.
Valdemir Pereira of Brazil.
I like it.
Yeah, you'd have fucked that all up. As you guys know, if you donated anything to us, you know he's destroyed your name. So, butchered it. Just butchered it.
Thank you, Austin Smythe. It's Smith, Jimmy. Calm down.
Yeah, it's Smith. No, my favorite was Pamela. Pamela? You mean Pamela, Jimmy? Is that what you're talking about? Her too? What about her? Does she have any say in this?
Christ, I'm retarded.
A little bit, but that's okay. That's fine here.
I wrote it. That's the
the funny
most embarrassing part.
It's not like somebody scribbled in the doctor handwriting.
I said Pamela, and then out of my mouth said Pamela.
You had a look on your face, too, like, I don't know what this word is. That was the scary part. It looked like when you put a medical term in front of something, it's like, oh, no. Pamela? Pamela? What do you say? You're like that kid in Billy Madison.
Yeah.
It's like,
Today, Junior.
Exactly. God damn it. Oh, my God. So, but he's boxing. He just misses the 2000 Olympics.
Okay.
Just misses the 2000 Olympic Games.
Those
losing,
are Sydney, correct?
Sydney Olympics, absolutely. Losing to... we've had several athletes in those Olympics, too.
Yeah.
He loses to the guy whose name I couldn't pronounce for Brazil. Okay. He wins the 2000 Central...
Vladimir was from Brazil?
Valdemir.
Oh, okay.
Valdemir. I don't know. Pereira.
Got it.
I will say. He wins the 2000 Central American and Caribbean Featherweight Championships in Caracas, so that's good. Down in Caracas, Venezuela. He defeats Garibaldi. His name is Garibaldi, with a Y and everything. Garibaldi Keller.
Poor fuck. That's awesome.
I hope he has a full head of hair, or else he's really depressed.
Just killing it.
And then he defeats Francisco Bojado, who ends up being... that is not Francisco Bojado. That is Francisco Bojado here.
Okay.
He defeats him, the one punching, not the one taking the punch.
Okay.
And he was actually a Venezuelan national amateur champion and Central and South America.
Does he have a man bun?
No. He just has hair flopping in mid-punch.
I was just really hating him a lot because of that.
He for the man bun.
For a month,
I
fucking hate that so much.
It's not.
It's because of this shit.
It's just jealousy. It's just jealousy. That's all it is.
It's just 100% envy. That's all that is.
Not douchebaggery at all.
Not at all.
So he ends up.
I'd live that lifestyle. That's what I'm saying. I would absolutely live. Fuck yes, absolutely, and rub it in the face of bald dudes. It's clearly superior.
It's not bad. It's not bad. So you want the man bun?
Yeah.
All right.
This shit is my mom's fault for buying that Herbal Essence shampoo.
Really? When you were 9?
She was not coming in the shower, you guys. That was her losing her fucking hair. That's what all the noise that woman was making. No, your hair's falling out. Stop that.
So hold on a second.
It's cheap.
Let's take a break there for 1 second. I need a clarification. I was a little confused by it. I don't know if everybody else was too. So your hair.
Oh, telling me.
So you lost your hair out of stress from your mom's orgasmic shampoo reaction? Or the shampoo was shitty and it made you lose your hair?
The shampoo is cheap shit shampoo.
Okay.
And my mom would buy it because it wasn't tested on animals. Maybe we should test a fucking mouse. That's all I'm saying.
That's not something. Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Because it makes their kids bald, apparently, even after they've had
I
them.
don't give a fuck about a bald mouse. That's what I'm telling you. I give a fuck about bald me. So I would live that douchey lifestyle with the man bun.
Someday, Jimmy, we're going to hook you up. We'll get you a nice wig or some Propecia or both, and we're going to put this together.
I need a yarmulke with one on it. That's what I need.
That's not bad.
To cover the bald spot.
So you'd be Jewish and a douche.
Yeah. A Mongolian Jew. That's what I want to be.
That's what you'd look like, too. You look like fucking the old wrestler Killer Khan for anybody who's... Yeah, there you go.
One guy's like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I love it.
Jimmy's going to be spitting the green mist at people anytime now. Yeah, that's right, goddammit. So Francisco Bojado is the Mexican representative at the 2000 Olympic Games. So, no sweat, and he beats him. Valero beats this guy. So he's not too bad. We have a quote here from a writer from The Ring, and he talks about the way Valero is. And he says, quote, I saw him train about 3 times before I ever saw him spar, and I was immediately awed by him. He says, the first time I saw him train, just go through the stations in this really cramped gym and watching him skip rope and go from a double end bag to a speed bag to a heavy bag and shadow boxing, his intensity set him apart from most professional fighters that you saw. Yeah. And then I saw him spar, and my God, he was having an easy time with guys he shouldn't have been having an easy time with.
He just came, for sure.
Dude,
absolutely.
Yeah. This guy,
that was a slow stroke if I've ever heard one.
That was a slow tug there.
That's amazing.
I could have played video, but it's like for the people that you guys would be reacting to video, and I have no idea what the fuck's going on, so I didn't. But he kicks some ass. He hits so hard. You know how you see the little guys fight and they just pepper each other for 12 rounds. He will knock your ass out quickly, as we'll get into here. His professional career here, like we said, he moved. He did not get in the 2000 Olympics. Right. He also had a little problem in 2000 here. He misses the Olympics, so you think right there he's disappointed, okay? Sure. Not great. So then he gets back. He's in Venezuela. He's disappointed.
Playing marbles.
He takes the wrong takes the wrong bus.
Oh, no.
Okay. In returning to his hometown after he was beaten in the trials for the Olympics. And he's robbed at gunpoint. Mm-hmm. Okay? And so this must be a change for him.
Sure.
He's probably a 12-year-old in a motorcycle. He's like, you're fucking doing it wrong. First of all, you're messing this all up. So they robbed him of everything, too. They took his money, his passport, and even his silver medal that he just won at the qualifiers. Like, what are you going to do with that?
I've become a criminal forever now, for sure.
Well, now you look like a champion criminal, too.
They robbed him of his silver. He's got to pay taxes on that shit that he doesn't.
I don't know if in
have.
Venezuela, maybe not. They probably.
And they're going to say, pay taxes, and you're going to go, no.
It probably wasn't even real silver.
Yeah, it's fake silver.
Probably like a Hershey's Kiss.
It's aluminum for sure.
At one point, there's a contract out on his life.
Oh, no.
For any number of reasons, fuckery abounds down there. He's robbing people. Who knows how many people he's pissed off robbing and all that sort of thing. So thankfully for him, though, the hitman was a friend of his.
What?
See, this is the advantages of having scumbag friends. If someone is hired to kill me, I'll never know it unless it's you. You know what I mean? And no one's going to hire you to kill me. Jesus Christ. They'd be like, you're just going to go up and giggle. He's going to know you're coming and he's going to escape. They're
going to give me a card with your name on it, and I'm going to go, I don't know how to spell or pronounce that.
Shit. God damn. What a mess.
Find this man. I can't pronounce that.
What town is that? I don't know where he is. His mother described his friends as, quote, really bad. They robbed and killed people. That's how they described it. So obviously,
police. Right.
So obviously, and there's the police too. Now, February 5th, 2001, he has a little bit of a problem. Does Edwin? He gets in a severe, and I mean severe, motorcycle accident.
Really?
Because he's always riding around a motorcycle. You think he's wearing a helmet? Shit, no. God damn it, no. This guy is just careening toward brain damage as quickly as possible.
Sure.
Like, punch me in the head, and then I'm going to fall off a motorcycle. I don't need a fucking helmet. I don't care. He's doing this. He's going 50 miles an hour, and he crashed into the back of a car. So anybody who's ever ridden a bicycle knows what happens there. You fly off head first. He landed 20 feet away, and pretty much...
Was the car parked?
Yeah. Well, it was stopped.
Fuck.
He ran into the back of it, 50 miles an hour.
I was thinking, like, just trying to pass them, and they're doing, like, 40.
No, it shot his body 20 feet. So the dude was stopped, and, physics kicked in, and he landed on his head.
And he had a watermelon on his head.
Yeah, that didn't work at all. He suffers cerebral hemorrhage and a fractured skull.
Sweet fuck.
Not good for a boxer, really. Those aren't the things you want for a boxer. You want to have good hands and a head that's not broken in 3 different places. That probably, He's in the hospital for 13 days. 13, which is a lot. Down there, you have to die to get in there. Yes, he dies, and then good night, everybody. It's been a pleasure having you. It's been great. Thanks for having us here. He comes back.
Okay.
All he wants to do is box, because what the hell else is he going to do? Rob people and do more coke and, I don't even know.
He has a fractured fucking skull and he still wants to fight.
He's going to box,
Sweet piece.
Takes a little time off. He takes about a year and a half off, but, I don't know. Apparently it takes a year and a half for a skull to heal.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's what it is. He said, and this is from Oscar De La Hoya here, who later knows him. He says, he says, quote, he never gave up on himself or his own career, but he was frustrated with his promoter, which was the then fledgling Golden Boy Promotions, which he's talking about that. He says...
anytime they interview De La Hoya, I picture him walking away from the interview, and he's just wearing, like, his ass is out, and, like, he's got fishnets, and he's just walking in high heels, clip-clopping away.
Yeah, that's true, and he's like, okay.
But he was amazing.
But from the camera, he had a sport jacket and tie on, like a nice open-collared dress shirt.
His balls are just back between his legs.
That's part of it.
Like a dog walking away. That's what I see.
It's perfect, man. So now he's got no boxing, but he's trying to stay on the straight and narrow somewhat. He's still doing shitloads of coke. I mean, come on, let's not get crazy here. I mean,
He's done coke. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Keep
on,
going.
So he's doing odd jobs. He's working odd jobs. Who knows what he's doing here? He's broke as shit, so he enlists in the army.
Yeah,
that's normal, right?
Venezuelan army.
Yeah. So now he's gonna debut in the army here. He does that. It doesn't work out too well for him. It's March 2002. He's in the army, and now he says within 3 months he had about 2 or 3 fist fights with fellow soldiers and was dishonorably just discharged.
Okay.
Quoting him, "Quote: They kicked me out." Well, no shit. You can't fight people. You're supposed to fight the outside world, not in the other people with you. So. Finally, after a year and a half, the doctors in Venezuela, who are you, I believe, has a medical training of you, clear him to fight.
Of course.
So they basically knocked him on the head 3 times, and they were like, "Yep, sounds like a cantaloupe. Get on in there, buddy." So he gets out there, and on July 9th, 2002...
Goddamn cantaloupe. All right.
Yeah. He knows how to get the ripeness. He knows what's up.
They just felt it, and they're like, it feels like an avocado. Mushy.
Well, the problem
Perfect,
was...
you're right.
2 months earlier, they said not quite.
Right.
They said, you got to ripen up a little bit, and then they sent him out there. So July 9th, 2002, he finally makes his pro debut at the Parque Naciones Unidas in Caracas, Venezuela. I think I said at least one of those words. At least one of them. Yeah. He fights Eduardo Hernandez. We do not have a picture of him because he has an 0-2 career record. He doesn't do very much. Yeah.
Was this fight 1 or 2?
This is his last fight. Okay. Yeah. He said, that's enough of this shit. Yeah. He got beat up in the first one. He's like, maybe it was a fluke. Like, no.
For sure, I suck at this. I am not a good fighter.
This is terrible.
I hope my wife doesn't cheat on me because I'm fucked.
With Edwin.
Especially with one of these guys.
With Valero, I think, yeah. So this is a TKO in round 1 pretty quick, under a minute. So that's a fast one here. Now, I found out boxing we always talk about is dangerous.
Yeah.
This is an odd stat I found out, that horse riding.
Yeah.
That's
dangerous as fuck, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with her. She'll kill you.
Horse riding, it's true. Horse riding has 128 times more fatalities per 100,000 participants than boxing.
Sweet fuck. That makes sense, though.
128 times.
Yeah.
Well,
That's Christopher Reeves. He'll agree with that.
That's probably true. He's alive, though.
Definitely
He's alive. This is fatalities, damn it.
He's not now, is my point.
Is he dead?
Yeah. He's been dead for... Yeah.
Okay, fuck, I don't know.
Are you shitting me?
What the fuck do I care if Superman died?
That James didn't know. And his wife died of lung cancer. She never
That
saw.
I knew. I didn't know he died, though. But I don't care, really.
The horse got him, eventually.
Past Superman 2, I really lost interest in anything that had to do with Christopher Reeve. It didn't really matter. So September 23rd, 2003, he's in Caracas.
Yeah.
He fights Danny Sandoval, who's a 2-8 career fighter. And 2 of those losses are to Valero.
Wow.
Because
out of 10 fights, he fought one dude twice.
Yes, and Sandoval fights him twice in a row. Which I don't understand, because he gets knocked out in the first round both times. Hold on, I got to try that again.
That is not a healthy reminder.
No,
That's awesome.
It's like someone with terrible balance getting on a skateboard. Yeah. And they fall down. They're like, no, one more time I can do this.
Watch
It's
me.
like, no, I'm awful. I can't do any of this shit. October 26th, the next month, they come fast and furious. Centro Recreacional yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
What?
In Turmero, Venezuela.
That's a Spanish word?
You know what?
Yesterday?
Yes. It's exactly what it is.
Especially in all yesterday. What the fuck?
Yesterday. You say it in an accent, Jimmy. It is versus Al Rio El Moracho Rivero. So that's a lot of O's there.
There's the fucking Spanish word for yesterday, because there's one for tomorrow, right? Mañana, that's tomorrow,
That's
correct?
tomorrow. What's yesterday?
Fuck it, yesterday, I guess.
Yes,
I don't know.
I
just learned
Clearly it's yesterday, Jimmy. What do you
Because they
thinking
put
here?
it in there. Otherwise, they'd have said the Spanish one.
This guy here is 3-1 coming in, 21-9-1 in his career. Edwin again knocks him out in the first round.
All right.
So we keeping track.
He's a tough dude.
First fucking round. November 18th, next month in Caracas, he fights Luis Soto, the ex-second baseman for the New York Yankees. And who's actually Venezuelan, so it might be him, I'm not sure. Actually, 2002 he was on the Yankees, so I'm pretty sure it's not him. He's from Colombia also, this particular one. This guy is an 0-7 career fighter. Come on. No. Seriously. There's so many of these guys out there where you're like, this guy was 1-30. What is he doing?
Right.
Remember the one guy we had who was like, he was like 21-256? Like, holy shit. Why?
Just, like, if you worked at Papa John's and you burnt 7 pizzas in a row, Papa John's would be like, get the fuck out, for real.
Well,
you're costuming my better pizza.
He got that hit
better...
after 7.
Right.
It should have been 6.
It should have been 2.
Papa should have stepped in there a little fucking earlier and got this shit going. So this is his second to last fight. Okay. He loses in the first round here. Yeah. This is his 6th loss in a row. Yeah. No wins. Gets knocked out in the first round. He goes, one more time. I'm not done yet. Fuck this. November 18th, 2002, Caracas. Again, November 30th, 2002 in Caracas. He fights Julio Pineda, who was an 0-3 fighter career. Jesus. Last fight again.
They're just giving him a bunch of pussies.
That's what it is, man. Knocks him out in the first round. Now, at this point, too, he's got a wife.
Yeah.
He's got a nice young wife named Jennifer Carolina Vieira. Mm-hmm. And she says that he begins to grow angry and edgy and sullen and just brain damage.
Sure. Yeah.
Very brain damage. You know.
That's exactly what he's just staring at a wall and she's like, he's so angry. No, he's not. He doesn't know where he is. That's what it is. He's sullen. No,
he's not angry.
He just pissed his pants. That's not sullen.
He's very confused. Is more like it. He's very confused. So he says that a reporter says that his wife, he quote, I never saw her smile. She looks like she's being held fucking hostage half the time. I'm dead serious.
Seems like a great marriage.
That's not his wife right there.
Okay.
But it's literally like he's holding her hostage all the time, this person here.
Everyone out there should listen to Small Town Murder. You really should, mainly because you never know who's next door. Oh. And that's the point of this show, really. You never know who is next door. You never know what's going to happen on Small Town Murder. That's what makes it so wonderful. The only thing you do know is that people are going to die, and we're probably going to make jokes about it. That's it. That's all we can promise you. We dig into these towns. We see what makes them tick, from local legends to scandals they may have had. And, of course, the biggest scandals of all, horrible murders that take place there. And we put what I feel is a completely appropriate comedic spin on the whole thing. And you know you need a laugh right now. So get in there, listen to Small Town Murder, follow Small Town Murder on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to Small Town Murder early and ad-free right now on Wondery Plus.
In the 1980s, a rosé swept the country.
Hey, Mike, I really like this White Zinfandel.
Well, good. Now put it down. We're going to try another one.
White Zin became America's top-selling wine. But most don't know that this sweet drink has a sour history. What began in 1986 with counterfeit bottles.
A big fraud, a multi-million-dollar fraud.
Sent investigators chasing one of the most powerful families in the business, the Licciardis. But the closer the feds got to them, the more dangerous things became. It's a story of deceit.
At the time, I was paranoid.
Threats.
You touch my kids, I will kill you.
And murder.
With a .22 caliber bullet to the head.
What started with a scheme to mislabel wine spilled into a blood-soaked battle for succession. Welcome to Bloodvines. You can binge listen to Bloodvines exclusively and ad-free on Wondery Plus. Join Wondery Plus in the Wondery app, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify.
And now back to the show.
July 19th, 2003 at the Activity Center in Maywood, California. Holy shit, his first U.S. fight. Look at that.
The first America.
The first America. He's in America.
The real one. The one that... I don't know.
The real one, he says.
Is it the real one?
I think there's a lot, but that's all right. We'll fucking... I'll give you that. It's the real America here. Yeah. So, but it's California, so they wouldn't call it... So other people wouldn't call that the real America.
Right.
Like,
everything's named after Spanish people or Spanish things there anyway.
Exactly. This is Maywood, California. It's the first fight in the U.S. He fights Emmanuel Ford, who is an American punching bag, who is 6'27" lifetime. Yeah. That is fucking terrible. That is terrible.
6'27", and then there was a couple of draws. That's
hey, what the fuck? Yeah. He says, this is a round one knockout, obviously, and he says about this whole thing, his boxing, how he is. Let's find out from Edwin what he thinks about himself and what he's doing here. In their own words, quote...
Yay!
Yeah. I don't know how to relax. Even when I am home with my kids on Sunday, I have to be moving all the time. I play with them in the pool or walk my dogs up and down the street. Just picture him coked out, walking his dog, dragging the fucking thing. It's like there is something inside me that I have to unleash on someone. Perhaps it's anger, hatred. I feel I've been denied a childhood. I fear no one. I like to hit men. It liberates me. Okay. At least you didn't say I like to hit women. It liberates me.
That's a good point.
But he does like to hit women, and it liberates him. We'll find out that later on. But yeah, he does.
I just saw like a drunk college girl speaking. I like to hit men. That's what I like to do.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's an angry little Incan man, actually, as a matter of fact. He ends up...
I have to keep moving, otherwise I'll just piss everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the other thing. He doesn't say he knows where he's going. He just goes up and down the street. I don't know. I lost my fucking house. That's why. I forgot where I lived. Luckily, the dog remembers and takes me there. So, man. Oh, man.
That's amazing.
So, he... this is great. You people are fucking awesome, man. This is your shit. So, he's trying to master his childhood. Man.
Yeah.
This is some psychological shit.
Now, after the fact.
After the fact. Now,
we're gonna fix it now. You're gonna bring Dad back.
No. He's trying to
pissed off
master it.
dishwashing mom.
He's trying to master it, like why people that get molested molest people sometimes, or like some weird mastery thing. Like he goes and he buys the house he was born in, which is a complete rundown shithole that he's not going to live in. He just buys it to say, like, yeah, I can fucking own that now. Because, I don't know.
Because it doesn't define who I am.
Yeah,
I can live in this shithole now.
No, he's not going to live in it. He just bought it to say,
it.
I own that place. Yeah, like, I don't know, take a piece of his childhood back. I have no idea what the hell he's doing here.
That sounds terrible.
Brain damage, once again. I'm going to say a lot of things, fucking brain damage. I mean, between the accident and the blows, he hasn't taken a lot of blows to the head yet because he's
winning in the first round.
Yeah, nobody hits him. He's just coming in and blowing people up.
Apart from cars. I mean,
that's a problem. He loses the battle with that. He's 0-1 against cars.
0-1, for sure.
0-1. So, terrible. So, August 28th, 2003, he's at the Marriott Hotel in Irvine, California. Now, I know where this fucking is.
Yeah.
Because I've actually looked to stay there once. We ended up staying at, like, the La Quinta or some horse shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck they're going to have boxing here in Irvine.
Is that in that, like,
Marriott.
industrial area?
Yeah, it's over the industrial shit.
If you guys don't know where that is, watch the YouTube video of the Taco Bell douche beating the shit out of the Uber driver. That's exactly
where we're talking about. It's a very strange place to box. Not sure. He fights Roque or Roque. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Roque. Well, how would you pronounce it, Jimmy? Rock? I
don't know.
There you go. I don't think that's what it is. Cassiani, who is a 22-20-3 career fighter.
Yeah.
This is a journeyman here. This is just to see.
But he wins.
He wins some. Yeah, he wins some. He loses some. He's a journeyman.
Yeah.
Like, total definition of it. This is a first round knockout in a first round of 8 rounds.
Okay. Guy with a day job, for sure.
At 2 minutes and 21 seconds.
Right.
You know? So that he is knocking the shit out of everyone he can find, basically. I love that. Watching his fights, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever can, I've said this a million times, but go on YouTube and watch the first 20 Mike Tyson fights.
Yeah.
It'll take you like 3.5 minutes. And
It's amazing.
Including intros.
It's amazing.
He comes out.
Including the rape and everything. It all happens in no time at all.
In there. One of the fights is Robin Givens, actually. She falls down. There's divorce proceedings. He gives her $8 million, and then he knocks out another guy. It's a really weird video. Super strange.
I'm afraid of Christ he doesn't listen to this.
It's his first loss. It's his first loss there. Oh, he's going to kill us.
Yeah. How dare you two say that shit about me?
Can you imagine? The funny part is the only person to ever get mad is a NASCAR driver's wife. Fucking unreal.
Unbelievable.
We have had literally brain damaged psychopaths on serious methamphetamines and everything else, and they're like, I don't give a fuck. This lady's like, no, I don't think so.
Somebody tweeted this shit at J.R. Ryder and begged him to say something.
He's like,
fuck him.
Riddick Bowe just tried to sell us a gambling website.
Bowe's like, you want to play fantasy football with me? I dare you.
Jimmy thought he was trying to like fuck with him. Jimmy thought he was like, hey, I'm going to kill you, and he was just trying to sell him things.
His message to me was, are you ready to go down? I'm going to beat you up or some shit like that. And I was like, oh fuck, dude, Riddick heard what we said.
Yeah, he's going to kill us both. Yeah, and
then he was like, sign up for fantasy football. And I was like, that's not the same thing at all.
This is not fantasy football.
And then we call a meth head, and then some trailer park princess is like, I dare y'all to say that shit to my face.
Yeah, not even I dare y'all to say that shit to my face.
She's like, give me y'all's number. I'm gonna call you.
That isn't true.
Yeah,
it's all. The media.
I lived it. I know.
The media made him fail 3 meth tests in 1 week. That fucking media. I know the media is a little rough, but I mean, 3 meth tests in a week. That's a lot. Just sprinkling meth everywhere. By the way, look out for that. That's not over yet. By the way, there's
calling
more
that
there.
one for sure.
October 27th.
We'll break that marriage up and marry
it's gonna.
Sure.
No, you can't. No, meth. The cops having a yard sale for all of your worldly possessions. None of this drove this fucking lady away. Do you think that you can do it? I don't think so. NASCAR, the police, district attorneys.
I don't know.
I think the FBI was involved.
Who knows?
October 27, 2003 in the...
They sold their saw blades. That's what they sold.
$15 for a circular saw.
Down to the saw blade.
It was $15. Sold.
Didn't walk.
Right. At the, oh, man. Oh, it's Gimnasio. It just spelled really fucked up. Gimnasio Jose Baracasa in Caracas, Venezuela.
Beautiful.
I assume that is the gym of Jose Baracasa's gym. Baracasa's gym.
What the fuck?
Wow, I'm worse than you at this. This is fucking terrible. Alejandro Heredia he fights, who's at 9, 12, and 4 lifetime.
Listen, it would
fighter.
take me an hour and a half just to get through the fucking names in this thing, so you're doing
It's so
fine.
fun. We get a thing once in a while where people are like, why don't you guys switch for an episode? You can't. He's fucking illiterate. You know how long that would take? You know how much fucking editing I would be doing? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I should switch roles, and I'm like, fuck,
Yeah, he's
no,
like, I don't
don't
want
tell him
that.
that
No.
shit. Don't tell him that at all.
Like, yeah, go ahead, look all this shit up, enjoy, have fun.
This is so much easier.
It's perfect. Wouldn't have it any other way. So Alejandro Heredia is 9, 12, and 4. So he's really fighting the cream of the crop here, I gotta say. Knocks him out. Big surprise, first round. But supposedly a scheduled 10-round fight. So they're trying to drive him up a little bit. December 18th, 2003, he's back at the Marriott in Irvine. Oh, baby, the Garden Center of America. Fighting, this is my favorite nickname of all time, Thomas El Chocolito, which I expect to be called from now on by everyone in attendance. He's from Zambrano.
I had my fingers crossed for the train. That would have been the shit. Thomas the Train, my fucking child loved that guy.
El Chocolatito, which is, not even Chocolito, Chocolotito. Tito, which is great.
Sounds like a made-up Spanish word.
So, Tomas Zambrano from Mexico here knocks him out in a minute 45 seconds. So this is just, I mean, he is pummeling people. And this fight, because it's in the States, gains the attention of Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. So now, try to get some money going, get him on TV. Let's see what we do. He's set to fight in New York on December 18, 2003. I believe it's a Madison Square Garden
Unbelievable.
fight. On a big card, on an undercard of a pay-per-view fight.
Sure.
Big shit. He's going to make 6 figures. Yeah. You could buy half of Venezuela for what he's going to make for one of these fucking fights. He could have bought the whole neighborhood.
He's going to buy his whole barrio.
Everything. And all the cocaine in it.
Yeah.
Too,
all the marbles, everything.
All the motorcycles. He can get all the helmets now. He's learned his lesson. So he's getting ready to fight. They have to do, they do fighter checks. They do MRIs to make sure that your brain is there and working.
That there's one in there.
That there's one in there. I doubt that there's much more to it than that. Apparently, you can't have a small blood clot in your brain because that's what it revealed that he had.
What?
Which is a result of the motorcycle accident. And like I said, the Venezuelan doctors had as much training as you and didn't catch that. So he can't fight at that point. He's the New York State Athletic Commission places him on the indefinite suspension list. And the way it goes is basically if the New York State Athletic Commission suspends you or the Nevada State Commission, those are the two big ones, no one will give you a license.
It's over.
Those are the two big bodies. They have all the fights, MSG and Vegas are where the fights happen. So nobody in the U.S. will give him a license to box, so he's fucked and he's got to go back to Venezuela and Buenos Aires, Argentina, and he becomes a world traveler now too. He ends up back in America at some point though. We'll find out what everybody right now, venture a guess, what state would be the one state that would give him a license.
Fucking
Florida. A lot of votes for Florida. You're wrong. It's not Florida.
I guess Alabama.
No. You're all forgetting. Thank you. Right there. Texas. You got it. You know it. They're like, what's he got a who gives a fuck if he got a blood clot? I don't give a shit. Fuck do I care? I got shot in the leg last week. I went out box 2. I don't give a shit what the hell happens there. People don't give a fuck down there.
My grandma got a blood clot. She's fine.
She fought last week.
She beat the shit out of my aunt.
All right.
She knocked the fuck out of her.
Not in a ring or nothing, but it's all right. It was still pretty exciting to watch.
She burnt the fucking turkey. She deserved it.
We did put it on public access around here, though, and everybody liked it. There's other doctors, though, that have differing opinions that say that he's at no greater risk than anybody else. Which I would think a blood clot in your brain getting punched in that. It's
not good.
I'm not a doctor by any means, as we might guess by now. But that seems like that's bad, I would say. He says that he was fit. Valero says, I'm fine. I'm good now. Sure. I can box. I'm fine. He says, quote, there's a lot of politics involved in the decision, basically, is what he's saying.
What?
A lot of politics.
How is there politics involved in whether or not you're going to fucking die?
Well, he says it's not fair. They let Marco Antonio Barrera, who had metal plates in his head, fight in 19...
I don't know, that's an advantage.
Well, no, they're in blood vessels. He had weird blood vessels that they had to put little metal things in. Okay. And they let him fight, so he's like, if this guy can fucking fight with his like a bionic blood vessel head, I should be able to fight too. What the shit here?
But your blood doesn't flow. His flow's great now. That's not good,
fast.
right?
It's going.
And yours is just fucking stopping.
Advantage.
Yeah.
He says that quote, many different specialists have checked me, and he says he's fine. He believes politics here. He believes that his support of Hugo Chavez meant that the powerful people in America were against him.
Okay.
Which, probably also. But still, I don't think the boxing people give a shit as long as you're willing to step in and get punched in the face, I don't think they give a fuck who you support.
Michael Buffer is still excited to say your stupid name.
Doesn't give a shit. He's still excited to get overpaid for what he does. No one is more overpaid than that idiot. Jesus Christ.
His brother's like the lowest
His brother's even worse. Right. His brother's like Gallagher too.
Right.
Like he's Buck Gallagher's actor. So that's what he is. Brother
I'm going to hit a watermelon also. That's what he is.
Let's get ready to rumble. That's $100,000.
Right.
Fuck you. Jesus Christ almighty. That's the life right there. Jimmy, that's your fantasy. Man bun singing Let's Get Ready to Rumble. $100,000 every time. Boom. Done.
I just want to make $100,000 to say yay. That's where I'm at.
And you did it.
So May 21st, 2005, he's in Buenos Aires, Argentina, not exactly Vegas, for the fight game here. He fights Hernan Abraham El Chino Valenzuela.
Fuck yes.
So
Is he named after his country?
No, Valenzuela.
Right.
Not Venezuela.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Right.
Sorry, guys, we haven't worked with consonants yet. We're working on that. I got him to do all the vowels, but the consonants we'll get there next time. I promise you. By episode
I gotta
200.
do vowels and consonants and another fucking language. This is bullshit.
Shit, this is brutal. God damn it. The poorly named Valenzuela here is an 11-13 career fighter. Want to guess what happened?
I'm so lost at this moment.
TKO round one.
All right.
2 minutes, 10 seconds
I'm trying to wrap my head around how fucking stupid I am. And I have children I'm raising. That's so embarrassing.
2 of them, too.
Yeah, that was plural.
Yeah,
children.
not just one. One you could just put in the closet or something.
They take care of me.
2.
That's what I'm telling you. Right.
Jesus, you're going to need
like
that.
Adopting a dog. They rescued me.
They rescued me. So, July 1st, 2005, at the Roberto Duran Arena, in Panama City, Panama. He fights Esteban de Jesus Morales.
Oh.
That is the most Spanish name I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Dances his ass off.
Maybe. He's 27-1-2 career, so that's not too bad. He gets his ass kicked in a minute 15. Minute 15 seconds, Edwin has him on his ass.
Unbelievable.
Just not knowing where he is and drooling. So this is Edwin is a bad son of a bitch, as you might be able to tell here. Next, August 13, 2005, as you notice, these fights are coming fast and furious once a month. Blood clot be damned. He doesn't give a shit. This is at the Circulo Militar in Maracay, Venezuela. It's versus Jose, Jesus Christ. Holija.
No, that's Jesus Cristo.
Holija, something like that. I wish it was. Hernandez, who is a 1-6 career fighter, and this is his last fight because he's beaten in 41 seconds.
Amazing.
And this guy tried to get away from him too. That was the thing. Like he didn't want to engage, and it was as soon as Valero caught him, that was the end of it. He literally
fight with my wife.
He's like, get over here, you fucking son of a bitch. Pounded him until he fell down. Done. That's your wife kicking your ass, though. Yeah,
for sure. No, I don't hit my wife.
No, she would beat you. I think. Just based on. So anyway, get off that. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? She's up in the balcony somewhere. So at this point, he realizes that he's not getting back in the States anytime soon, and he's having a hard time. So he's going to goes back to Venezuela to live for a while, and then he ends up moving to Japan.
Perfect.
Where all Venezuelans go.
And he's huge there. He's a monster.
They must have really been
5'6". They're swinging up at him. Every one of them.
He felt like a big man.
Yeah.
I'm a big man. So, September 25th, 2005. He's standing above everyone in Yokohama Arena in Yokohama, Japan.
Fuck yes.
He fights Hiro Bando, a Japanese guy who is 22-11-7.
Okay.
This is a first-round TKO at 156. So you're starting to sense a pattern here.
Yeah.
He has not gone past the first round yet.
Yeah.
All first-round knockouts. And all knockouts, too, which is pretty goddamn impressive. December 5th, 2005, at the... Jesus Christ. Fuck, now I'm going to French. It went... No, well, it went from Spanish to French. I'm like, I don't pronounce the L. Fuck, yes, I do. It's shit. The Palais Omnisports in Paris, France. See what I mean? There's languages.
The Omnisports Palace.
Versus Aram Ramazan from Armenia.
Okay.
So he's getting a world tour here. 14-6-2 from this guy's career. This is a 20-second fight.
Wow.
Pretty much, again... They tap their gloves together, they move their heads from side to side, and this guy falls down and the fight's over.
Those are the best fucking
That's
fights,
amazing.
though. They're so much fun.
And then he goes back
That's
to
why
Venezuela.
Tyson was so great.
That was
That's
so
why
much fun.
Everybody loved him because you want to see somebody get the living shit beat out of him in no time flat.
It's a really weird want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I want to see somebody lose consciousness here. I want to see CTE cause.
Strategically, though, like
it is
such a.
It's so weird. I can't watch like a street fight.
No.
I can't watch that shit. But a boxing match, I'm like, because he volunteered for that.
Right,
He's getting paid for that.
He signed up for it, and when he goes down wobbly, it's fun.
Well, they'll take him to the hospital after that, and someone else will pay for his brain scan.
And also, too, there's like strategy in between matching those two up.
Yes.
Like on the street,
who knows?
Giant fucking guy just beats the fuck out of a little guy.
Beating the shit out
and
of
people
another
watch that shit on YouTube. They're like, watch this. I'm like, no, that's murder. That's not good.
Not okay. February 25th, 2006, Centro Recreacional.
Yeah.
Ooh, yesterday, again, same place in Termero, Venezuela, versus Weiber Garcia from Panama, 22-11 fighter. This fight almost goes to the end of the first round.
Really?
Almost. It goes 2 minutes, 57 seconds, but he knocks him out.
Okay.
He ends up knocking him out. He wins the WBA super featherweight title in this, so good for him. By doing
That's
this...
the other thing that never happens in that division. You don't get to see people get knocked out that fast in that division.
By doing this, he sets a new world record by winning his first 18 fights as a professional by first-round knockout.
Wow.
For all first-round knockout, he broke a guy named Arthur...
See, I was right.
Arthur Suskind's record. That's not him.
No.
Where is he? I lost Arthur Suskind. He's back here somewhere. He breaks... no, that's the other guy.
His wife?
He breaks out Oscar Suskind's record. That's not Oscar. What's Arthur Suskind? Because he's from like 1905. Was the record.
Jesus.
This is
Of course you don't. They
He's
didn't
like
have cameras.
bare-fisted and shit. No, there's a picture of him. I have it somewhere, but I don't. Whatever. So his Arthur Suskind, by the way, his nickname. Fucking nicknames are terrible. Young Otto.
What was old Otto?
That's what I mean. Again, Italians are needed here. We need Italians to nickname people because that's what they basically. Well, there's already an old Otto, so well, of course he's 3 years younger than you, but still.
Arthur.
Yeah, Otto.
Oh, Otto's short for that.
Is it?
Yeah, I
German?
guess.
It's probably a German thing. I don't know. The record has since been broken by Tyrone Brunson. This guy.
There we go.
Most people don't acknowledge it because he has fought even worse tomato cans than Valero.
Okay.
So most people... He also, in addition to boxing, he's done that.
Holy crap.
That's not the same guy, but yeah. That's Tyrone Brunson, right? Look at him. Yeah. Look at that shit right there. That's a high and tight right there, but it's like a loose Jerry curl at the same time.
He's Carlton if he fought. That's amazing.
Look down the right side. Love Triangle is the name of it.
Is that an album?
That's an album cover right there. Look at that shit.
Is he a jazz musician? Is that what that is?
Triangles of Me.
What the fuck?
With his white...
Triangles of Me, Love Triangle. That's you 3 times. Do you fuck yourself 3 times? How do you get a love triangle out of that?
Shit, Tyrone. Fuck, man. Tyrone's got it going on.
He just makes like a triangle with his knees while he tugs.
So apparently...
such a love triangle.
Such a love triangle. So he does that. Only one...
I'm going to do that in my hotel room. Totally going to do that.
You should do that. Let me know how it goes.
Sure going to do that.
Let me know how it goes, all right?
If you ever stay in the Palomar, I may have done that in the bathtub.
So be careful. Don't stay at the Palomar. Just say that. Sorry, Palomar.
I'm not sorry, Palomar.
Take a quick break for our sponsor this week, the Palomar Hotel. Can you imagine?
They have surprisingly comfortable bathtubs.
They do. So March 25th, 2006... He's at the World Memorial Hall in Kobe, Japan. Okay. They let someone else name that. I feel like they let an American guy name that. He's fighting Gennaro Transancos.
Fuck yeah.
Shit. Of Mexico. A Mexican and a Venezuelan are fighting in an American-named arena in Japan. This is fucked up. This is very confusing. He's
New York.
He's a Mexican from Mexico with a 22-16-1 career. That sounded harsh. He's a Mexican. He's from Mexico. That's all it's doing. He's Venezuelan. He's Mexican, but it sounded very harsh. He's Mexican. Fucking deer leaves.
That one is brutal.
Sounded really mean. He fights him. This fight goes to the second round.
Yeah.
Holy shit. The first time out of the first round, it's a TKO at 148 out of this. Ooh, I don't want to do that. There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. Okay. TKO at 148, and we have in their own words about this.
Oh, boy.
Edwin here. In their own words, quote, After I finally went into the second round, it was kind of a relief after knocking out all those guys in the first round. I swear, for the first 30 seconds, whatever strategy those guys have are out the window. The moment I feel a guy's hurt, I'm going to take him out.
Jesus
Christ. Very Mike Tyson-esque.
Yeah.
Like, you'd see that with Tyson. Like, guys would come out and they'd be like, yeah, all right. And then the second Tyson would swing and miss one time, they'd just be like, oh, Jesus.
They're like, that could have hit me. Calm down.
All technique out the window. Gone, man. Gone. So, he says that now. He fights August 5th, 2006 at the Fagali Convention Center in Panama City, Panama. Okay. He fights Vincent El Loco Mascaro.
Fantastic.
Yeah, not bad. That's a good name for a boxer, right? That sounds tough, too.
Yeah. His last name is Mascara, though?
Moscara.
Oh.
Moscara.
It's almost tough.
He's a 3-1 career fighter. He only had one loss coming into this fight.
Great.
This is a battle. This is a world-class fighter. This isn't a journeyman. This isn't some 0-6 tomato can here. This is the real deal. He fights this guy. Valero's knocked down in the third round.
Okay.
He gets right back up. It just pissed him off pretty much. It just pissed him off. And he comes back, ends up winning a TKO in round 10 of 12. So that's some perseverance there. If you can get knocked down, come back, because he's not used to going past 1 or 2 rounds. So I give him a lot of credit, and he's a damn good fighter for that. And there he is with a belt after that.
Shit, yeah.
Wins the WBA super featherweight title.
Look at that guy.
By the way,
that is the face of brain damage.
By the way,
that is fucking incredible. Is there drool on his lip? That's amazing.
Yes, by the way, everybody,
I can't say my name.
All right, fuck it. Never mind. Moving on. Jesus Christ. So. Not like I set this shit up or anything. Not like I'm fucking covered in setup. Jesus fucking Christ. Shut up. How's that? I'm just kidding.
Holy crap.
I just wanted to make you uncomfortable. I don't really care. But check out to the right side of the picture. You see that guy over the shoulder? That is the silverest of the silver-haired white men. That is Bob Arum right there.
Is that him?
That's Bob Arum.
That's
we're gonna hear lots from him. He's a complete dick, and he loves Valero based on his circumstances, and then not anymore, as we'll find out. So his wife, Jennifer, again, she says, there's the press guy said, even after he won the title, I never saw her smile. So right back to that. He said that Valero had her pretty much under lock and key. Said he had major jealousy issues.
Jesus.
So yeah, he's. I mean, this poor woman. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it's like to look at that. That's Hugo Chavez right there.
He's making the devil horns. That's not good.
I don't know. He's a jokester.
I am that guy.
Yeah. He's a jokester. That Hugo Chavez. You know, Venezuelan dictators always jokesters here. January 3rd, 2007, in Arake Coliseum in Tokyo, Japan. He fights Michael Lozada.
Yeah.
He's a Mexican again. He is 35-10-1. It is a TKO round 1. 1 minute, 12 seconds. Yeah. So, quick again, knocking people out. May 3rd, 2007, same arena in Japan. I'm not going to pronounce it again poorly. He fights Nobuhito Hanmo of Japan. His nickname is Powerful Hanmo. I feel like that's definitely a translation. It sounds way cooler in Japanese. Don't you? Like, Powerful Hanmo doesn't sound like it's like what they'd name a buffet.
Yeah.
Powerful buffet. Powerful spare rib buffet.
Sounds like a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Powerful Hanmo. Buy one today.
Buy a powerful Hanmo. But it's like small and compact.
It's a little guy.
Tiny one.
You can use it one-handed.
Yeah. He's a 29-5-2 fighter. So this guy's no joke here. He's fought a couple of other guys that we've talked about before.
Yeah.
This is a TKO. Edwin wins in round 8 of 12 at 154. So he is killing it right now.
Yeah.
After it, I bring up Hugo Chavez here because afterwards, for some reason, he's in the ring being very happy and waving around a Chavezito or Little Chavez doll.
Oh, it's one of him?
Yes, one of him. And that's the most festive look I could find. The most where he looks like a doll, or he looks like he's actually a fun guy. Because all the other ones, he's like angry and pointing. And he's a fucking dictator. What do you want? So, there's that. So, he's holding that up, and everyone's very confused because it's Japan. And they're like, what is he fucking doing? They don't even know who he is, no less why this guy's doing it. Now, September 2007, he has some problems. Police are called. They're called for a situation at his house. It's not really domestic violence, but basically he's just going batshit at his mother's house, like tearing the house up and, I don't know, ripping roof tiles off of it and shit. And they're like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I love it.
So they kind of just like, he needs something.
Yeah.
I don't know in Venezuela the exact legal procedure this goes, but he ends up appearing before a judge and declaring himself an alcoholic.
We assumed that.
We need that in this.
You were tearing roof tiles off a trailer.
Like I don't know if that's true. Right. I assume. I can only assume. And for being an alcoholic, he's sentenced to 6 months of rehabilitation in a psychiatric ward.
Wait.
So, not drinking there.
Why was he in front of the judge, though?
That's what I'm wondering. I have no idea how this works.
You apparently... you're arrested for domestic disturbance. No, sir, I'm an alcoholic. 6 months rehab.
That's it.
What?
Which sort of makes sense.
Is that how it works?
And then also a blood test detected cocaine in his system. Also, he is always on cocaine.
Fantastic.
Fucking just assume whatever he's doing, it's coke.
My man.
Just always, without a doubt. So December 15, 2007, 6 months he doesn't last because he's fighting again by then. He's in Plaza de Toros in Cancun, Mexico.
Okay.
And we have an in their own words about this here. Has a little cockiness about fighting this guy here.
In Cancun?
In Cancun.
This is great.
It's nice. I don't know if I'm going to run. We'll do that. There we go. In their own words, quote. Yeah. Zavalita has 11 knockouts and 16 wins. I have 22 knockouts and 22 wins. I always go for the knockout. The crowd loves knockouts. It's like in baseball when a guy hits a home run, or in soccer when a guy scores a goal. The knockout is like that. I just hope he's not the little stone I trip over. I will one day return to the United States. My dream is to fight a big-name fighter in Las Vegas.
Okay.
So that's what he wants.
He wants to
Vegas.
Is his blood clot fixed yet?
No.
Okay.
Fuck no. No, that's swimming around in there. He's fine. Don't worry about that. Nobody. He's fine, Jimmy.
Jesus.
He's good now. What are we doing here? Christ almighty. So
I like that he's. I have this many wins and this many. You can't just say number, and we fucking put it together in our own head.
No,
because we watch boxing.
I have this, goddammit. Yeah, no, he wants to make it clear.
Okay.
That's what he's like talking shit. This is like Venezuelan shit talking. I don't know how that works either. He fights Zaid, the exterminator Zavalita. This guy has both ZZ initials.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking cool.
And he didn't go with ZZ Top.
No.
Okay.
He's from Mexico, a 28-2 fighter.
Yeah.
So 20 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws. This is a TKO in the third round at 118. So Edwin kicks his ass also. After this, Hugo Chavez is so thrilled with him that he brings him on his TV show, which is great.
Hugo Chavez had a TV show?
He has a TV show. He brings him on there.
Trump had one too. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, but he's actually sitting. It's like the president's corner, though. It's like, hey.
Oh, so while he's in office.
Fuck yeah.
What?
It's a fucking dictatorship.
That's unbelievable.
That's what he does.
I want to be fucking a dictator.
But to show how much, he actually at this point gets a giant tattoo of Hugo Chavez on his chest. He gets a tattoo.
Fuck yes.
You can barely see it. That is a chest. That is the Venezuelan flag. That is the Venezuelan flag with Hugo Chavez on it and Venezuela de Veridad, which is true Venezuela above it. So he is fucking Venezuela through and through. June 12, 2008, at the Nippon Budokan in Tokyo, Japan, he fights Takahiro Shimada, and it's a 27-6-1 fighter. He wins by TKO in 155, Edwin does. So he's moving right the fuck along so quickly that by December 2008, he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, that's not smart.
He wants to fight Manny Pacquiao.
That's not a good idea.
Money fight.
Who the fuck do you think he is? Conor McGregor?
Yeah, exactly. No shit. It's the only guy with more brain damage, probably. We have his head trainer, Valero's head trainer, says, quote, "We're having a hell of a hard time finding guys to work with him. He's knocked out guys during sparring sessions, and that's with 16-ounce gloves, headgear, and holding him back some."
Holy shit.
He's a fucking animal.
Yeah.
He's just fueled by rage and coke and brain damage and blood clots and roof tiles and motorcycles. Fucking
Monte Carlos, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it's a goddamn mess. So he relinquishes his featherweight title to move up to lightweight because he wants to go fight Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Now, in March 2009, Valero is granted a license in the only state in America that would possibly have him, which is Texas.
Okay.
Like I said, he didn't even... Technically, he didn't even have to have a head to fight in Texas. They were fine.
True.
He could have just walked in there with shoulders, and they would have been like, good enough. That's fine.
How you gonna beat him? You can't knock him out. You can't hit him in the head.
He had to submit to a battery of tests, which in Texas was the cantaloupe test. Once again, it's the same one. You all right in there, son? All right. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Does it sound okay? Good.
In Texas,
Step
the
on the
battery
ring.
of tests is taking a 9-volt battery and putting it on your tongue.
Yep, still
Do
works.
you feel that?
You're alive.
All right, get in there, boy.
He's alive. All right. Oh, my God. Valero says that he's very pleased that Texas has approved his license. He says, I am back. I will deliver the my best performance ever when I fight in Texas. Thank you to all the officials. He said he wants this opportunity because it's not going to count later on. He said he wants to do this. He wants the chance now, not when he's 30 and he's too old to do this.
Of course.
Too, whatever. Old. 30's old. Jesus Christ. I guess to get punched in the head a lot. It's pretty fucking old.
For sure.
So April 4th, 2009 at the Frank Irwin Center. God damn it, where dreams come true. In Austin, Texas.
Frank Irwin Center. It's like at a middle school.
You know it is, man. He fights here, and before the fight, Bob Arum is in there. That's Pacquiao.
Yeah.
There's Bob Arum.
There
Look at
he
that
is.
asshole. God damn. You know how much money he's just actually extracted right from people's pockets? Holy shit. And I know guys that are boxers, and I've gone to in South Phoenix, there's a boxing gym.
Yeah.
It's a very famous
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
And he if you just bring up the word Bob Arum, it's an hour and a half.
I love it.
In half Spanish, half English. He doesn't even have language modulation when he talks about Bob Arum. That son of a bitch robbed me. That son of a bitch. I'll kill him.
Right.
He said I'll cut his fucking throat. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. So this guy's a scumbag
that
here.
guy doesn't look very mean, right? He
Oh,
looks
he's
like your grandpa.
pure scum.
Only he'll touch a little girl inappropriately, for sure. Look at his face.
And he won't
looks
leave
like
you
he
a
sniffs
fucking
his
dime when he
fingers.
dies either. He's taking it all right to the grave, man. Bob Arum says, now this is just now is what he says. He says, quote, I believe in Edwin Valero. You have seen tonight is something really special, something out of the ordinary. You've seen the emergence of a star.
Yes.
And what you saw was him beat Antonio Pitalua, who is this guy.
Yeah.
That is some hair on there, boy. That's some 85 Bronx hair right there.
Yeah.
That's like Breaking 2.
Spanish guys.
I think Shabba-Doo had that haircut, I'm pretty
Spanish
sure.
guys are handsome, but
That
stop
fucking
with
hair
that
is awful.
bullshit mustache. That's not even a mustache. What is that? You look like a catfish, you
He
dipshit.
does. He does. That's a good point.
What an asshole.
A really good fucking point.
Enjoy your great skin. Shave your fucking face.
Seems to be a Colombian thing. He's
Yeah.
Colombian.
Okay.
That's like a Colombian style,
Yeah.
I feel like, right there. He's 53-7-1, Pitalua.
Yeah.
He gets a TKO, Valero does, in round 2 of 12 at 49 seconds. He wins the WBC lightweight title.
Really?
Everybody, this is Grace.
My favorite part.
This is Grace right here, guys. 100%. Yeah, he's now afterwards. We'll find out we had some issues here, but Bob Arum isn't quite as excited with him anymore after May of 2009. This is immediately after the fight, pretty much. He is arrested for DUI and illegal weapon possession in Texas.
Yeah.
So he
On
comes
a motorcycle?
No, this is in a car, luckily. And he still was wearing a helmet, which is very strange.
Had a watermelon on his head.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
Valero says that his tattoo was the reason he was denied a visa to re-enter after this arrest.
Why is your shirt off when you cross the
That's
border?
what I'm saying.
What are you doing?
Who's examining that?
What are you doing?
He says that it's also probably the reason that he was charged with driving under the influence in Texas.
Does he ever have a shirt on?
No, he has no shirt on. Everybody knows that he supports a communist dictator, and they're going to oppress him accordingly. Give him DUIs and everything else. This is when he appears on the Hello President TV program, which is great. After this, Bob Arum acts like he never met the guy before. He says, quote, they ask him, what was he like when we were around him when he was in Texas? Remember when he said how great he was?
Yeah.
We've seen something special.
Yeah.
Now he says, quote, he was totally erratic. He was kind of a nice guy, but he could go off at any time. He wasn't normal.
I hate him.
So he can't make me any money anymore. So
Right.
fuck him. He's not normal. And nobody else book him, too, because I don't want to make you money because I should be making money. Scumbag. But now he starts to act weird, too. He's supposed to fight on a Latin Fury 11 card. He's supposed to get a 6-figure payday here.
Oh, Jesus.
And he backs out because Edwin doesn't feel like he's being paid enough for it.
Okay.
This is some brain damage, post-Grace shit right here.
Has he gotten, big pay since...
No, but he thinks, I've knocked everybody out. Nobody's beat me. I'm beating everybody you put in front of me. I should get a big payday. But no one knows who the fuck he is.
Right.
You've never heard of him because he's never fought any big fights. Because he's not allowed in the U.S. because he can't stop doing stupid shit.
And his brain doesn't function properly.
That's the other problem. He's got blood clots, bats in his belfry and everything else.
Sure.
So, all sorts of shit flying around
Great
up there.
reference. That was fun.
So, September 17th, 2009, Bob Arum comes out and denies that he ever wanted him on the Pacquiao. He said he wanted him on this undercard with Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto in Vegas, but now he's saying, I never wanted him in the first place.
Okay.
And then he goes into he's totally erratic. I don't know what he's doing. He also says, and Bob Arum also says he thinks it's probably Hugo Chavez why he's not getting a visa also.
Okay.
So Bob Arum's backing him on this one. He's a really flighty guy, this Bob Arum.
Yeah.
So an odd thing happens here in late 2009. Very strange, as a matter of fact. Jennifer, his wife, we'll talk about her a lot.
All right.
She's treated for a gunshot wound to her left leg. Okay?
Holy shit.
She is shot by an unknown attacker on a motorbike.
I know a guy.
On their front, exactly. Unknown. Wink, wink. Unknown. Jesus Christ.
You guys know anybody who has problems on a motorcycle?
By the way, it was in their front yard. This happened. Standing in the front yard.
Unknown.
No idea who did it. I couldn't possibly. It was Rigoberto Moreno. Who's that? Yeah, that's them in the getting married. She's nice. Yeah, she is actually. There's a lot of pictures of her. She's real sexy.
Well, I mean, see her leg. She's got a gunshot.
Yeah,
wound.
it's real gross. Yeah, she's gross.
You know how girls are always like, would you still love me if I fucking whatever?
Well, he's gonna prove it.
I would not if you had a gunshot wound. No.
Well, what if you inflicted the gunshot wound? Yeah. What if you hired someone to do it from a motorbike at that point?
Why did I shoot her? There's got to be a reason why I did it, and that's probably going to cut down on how much I love her.
You could even see her smile as forced.
Oh fuck yeah, that's Stockholm syndrome for sure.
No, it's serious. I'm not even kidding. I have an autistic son, and you train them to smile, and that's how they smile at first. They're trained, this is what you do with your mouth, but they're not actually experiencing joy.
Right.
That's what that's what she's doing right there. So she's either autistic or petrified. Either one, I'm not sure. Either one is possible. Not fucking positive.
An autistic woman and a retarded guy. This is a great couple.
Yeah, it's great. What could go wrong, Jimmy? Jesus Christ.
Somebody's going to get a gunshot wound.
Oh, man. She...
In the 1980s, a rosé swept the country.
Hey, Mike, I really like this white Zinfandel.
Well, good. Now put it down. We're going to try another one.
White Zin became America's top-selling wine. But most don't know that this sweet drink has a sour history. What began in 1986 with counterfeit bottles,
A big fraud, a multi-million-dollar fraud,
sent investigators chasing one of the most powerful families in the business, the Licciardis. But the closer the feds got to them, the more dangerous things became. It's a story of deceit.
At the time, I was paranoid.
Threats.
You touch my kids, I will kill you.
And murder.
with a .22 caliber bullet to the head.
What started with a scheme to mislabel wine spilled into a blood-soaked battle for succession. Welcome to Bloodvines. You can binge listen to Bloodvines exclusively and ad-free on Wondery Plus. Join Wondery Plus in the Wondery app, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify.
He was hip-hop's biggest mogul, the man who redefined fame, fortune, and the music industry.
The first male rapper to be honored on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Sean Diddy Combs.
Diddy built an empire and lived a life most people only dream about.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. But just as quickly as his empire rose, it came crashing down.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
I was up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. I'm disgusted. I'm so sorry.
Until you're wearing an orange jumpsuit, it's not real. Now it's real.
From his meteoric rise to his shocking fall from grace, from law and crime, this is the rise and fall of Diddy. Listen to the rise and fall of Diddy exclusively with Wondery Plus.
Respect is not given.
A hearty welcome to Steve Kerr.
What a thrill to have listened to you all these years.
It is earned.
He's Basketball Hall of Famer John Calipari.
You still have the great voice of all time.
Sound of Success, the Dick Enberg Podcast.
Tennis Hall of Famer Billie Jean King.
I just hope everyone listening understands what an icon you are.
Exclusively on Podcast One Sportsnet.
He's my all-American friend, Bill Walton.
Dick Enberg, I love you.
Get episodes every Thursday on Podcast One and Apple Podcasts.
Oh, man. She is admitted to the hospital, obviously. The bullet entered her leg near the thigh and left by the ankle, so it had a trajectory.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's bad, man. Tore it up.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes. Also, it is Edwin is the one who brought her to the hospital.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, no, someone shot you. Wink, wink. We're going to get you to the hospital right now.
Why is your eye moving that faster? I have a blood clot.
Yes. It happens. And I'm on so much cocaine. Jesus Christ, it's insane. Whew. The cocaine. So, late 2009, police are called to the house of Valero after a neighbor reports to the police that he'd struck his mother and his sister during a family dispute. He has lost his fucking mind at this point.
Over.
It is unraveling from now on. This is after a couple of fights that don't go one round, that go 8, and he's some more blows to the head. Not great for a guy who's already got brain damage and a fractured skull and everything else here. Everybody denies it, though. They all denied anything happened. This neighbor saw this all happen. Denied. The mother said, quote, "We weren't mistreated." They're saying that it's an effort to try to make Edwin mad. I don't know why the fuck anyone would want to try to make this psychopath mad. They're saying they're just doing it to piss him off. He says, "I've never hit my little sister, much less my mother." So he's denying it completely. His mother, Eloisa, backs it up completely. She said, quote, "There wasn't any sort of aggression. We weren't mistreated. It's nothing." Then she reiterates it. Completely fine.
It's how we love.
It's how we love. He hugged her tight. That's all it was. He hugged her tight. He just messed up his sister's hair, give it a little tussle,
and then dug his thumbs into his mom's throat. That's how we love.
You know, that's loving. It's very loving. So December 19th, 2009, at the Polideportivo Jose Maria Vargas in La Guarina, Venezuela. We would have been here till tomorrow.
I'd have just spelled it and
I
moved the
still
fuck along.
It all up anyway. I just destroyed it and move on. He fights Hector Velasquez, who has the greatest name in the history of boxing, Charro Negro. That is a great name. That is his nickname.
Mount.
Charro Negro. I don't know what to say about that. I said Charro Negro.
Yes, you did.
So it is.
Move along.
Moving along. He's a 57.
Isn't that based? What's charro? What does that mean in Spanish? Is that like charred?
Burnt?
Like charred Negro? No.
So
that's not a good nickname at all.
So Charro, like Charo, Coochie, her name was Burnt? That's what her name was?
Charred Black is a fucked up nickname, is all I'm saying.
It's charred. I'm going to go with Charo means something else, let's say. It sounds like charred, and I really want it to be. That's why it's my favorite nickname, but, you know. So he fights...
I'm uncomfortable as fuck. All right.
Yeah, me too.
And it's all my fault.
This is 7th round. This guy does not come back out for the fight. He says, "I'm good. I've had enough here against old Edwin." 10 seconds into the round, he takes like 3 steps out and says, "Never mind." Turns back around. Nah, I don't think so. He's still pissed, it looks like. I'm gonna go back. Again, there's more talk about a fight with Pacquiao now. This is... Freddie Roach, who's Pacquiao's trainer, he said, quote, "I've been thinking about it, and the number one contender in my mind right now is Valero." That's 2010. So still, even though he's fucked up plenty, there's still a chance here. Roach noted a couple years earlier that he's a little slow, Valero, but he's got a lot of power and he's very dangerous. So with this, Valero says, "I need to get myself out there." January 2010, he joins Twitter.
What?
Imagine this guy fucking tweeting. Just threats. Angry things.
How do I talk to my mother via Twitter? How do I do it? Has anybody found the man who shot my wife? I'm assuming that's what he uses Twitter
I think that's what it's really just posting like videos and like boxing shit.
Oh, the worst Twitter user ever.
Yeah, he's like Jeremy Mayfield's Twitter is the same kind of thing here.
I liked the video on YouTube. You're an asshole.
His Twitter account, by the way, is still up.
Really?
And he has 317 followers.
He's killing it.
He's crushing right now. He has more people that's in this room right now.
That's
Not by
true.
much, but it's still... It's close.
We're almost beating him. That's fucking
just
amazing.
in this room.
Just today, right?
Never mind. We have a late show. So
fuck you, Valero.
Yeah, take that, you son of a bitch. You coke-addled bastard. So
What a swipe. That was awesome.
Take that. February 6, 2010, Monterrey Arena, Monterrey, Mexico. This is on Showtime.
Okay.
So he's on television in America, all over the place. He fights Antonio DeMarco, who's a Mexican fighter, 33-6-1. This guy, again, doesn't come back out for the 9th round.
Wow.
After 8, he sits in the corner and he's like, nope, never mind.
That's amazing.
Changed my mind. Good now. Thank you.
I want to watch fights like that. I don't know what is it more exciting to see a first round knockout, or would you rather hang in till number 8 and they're just like, fuck it, no, I'm going home.
Well, this guy too. He opened up. Valero had a huge cut on his forehead,
and he still didn't want to come.
And Valero beat the shit out of him, pissed him off. He couldn't. It didn't stop Valero
He
at all.
sees a man with sheets of blood running down his face, and he's like, I'm not going to fight that man anymore.
The picture, it was a very pixelated one. It was shitty, so I couldn't put it up. But the picture is basically him standing there, just covered in blood, happy as can be. His teeth are all red. He looks like he just ate a baby, and he's just like, holy fuck, he's the champion of baby eating. This fucking guy. My God. So, March 25th, 2010, he's charged, Valero, with harassing his wife and threatening medical personnel who trained her in Merida, Venezuela.
All right.
Here, there's the family there, a nice family. See, she's a nice woman. She's got 2 cute little kids. It's nice
His
there.
smile. Holy
He looks scary as shit.
That is
He's a frightening man.
And they keep letting a man that looks like that fight. That's crazy.
Jennifer's admitted into the hospital with bite marks, bruises, and a broken rib that penetrated her lung.
What the fuck?
By the way, where she had been previously treated for similar injuries in the past.
Okay.
That he never got arrested for, okay? So what ends up happening...
Vicious.
She claims to have fallen down the stairs while going on the roof to fix a water pump or some shit. Like she's fixing water pumps all the time, this lady. Water pump. So
her house has a water pump?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. So Valero busts into the hospital and starts telling everybody she fell down the stairs. Fell down the stairs, the whole deal. She starts pushing doctors and nurses around. All this shit. Starts talking shit to the cops that are there.
Jesus.
So they end up detaining him on suspicion of beating the shit out of his wife. But he told police injuries once again. He's like, now it's not even stairs, it's a ladder now. It's like, well, it's a ladder. She's climbing to the roof on a ladder. Why the hell weren't you on the ladder, idiot? Well, he's got brain
damage. Look at his face. Jesus
we don't
Christ.
need him to do that.
He can't operate a ladder.
So, no, that's a good point. That's a good point.
It won't stay up.
Shit. Fuck. I need a house to put it up against. I was just standing up and it fell down. I don't know what happened. Shit. All right. That's
He's out in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Fuck.
What the fuck?
I wanted to see high. I can't now. Fucking mess, man. It's just out there. So, prosecutor asked the court to order Valero to be jailed, but instead the judge places a restraining order on him that bars him from going near his wife. What do you have? Just successful do we think that's going to be with this fucking lunatic here? It's fucking now. The boxing people are like they're. It's so funny because they're in the silver-haired middle-aged white man business. The one guy here, Rufo John, who's president of Box Track, which is a promotional company down there. He said, "quote We are not judges. The competent agencies will take charge of finding out whether he's innocent or not.
All right.
Like not my fucking problem." Is what he said.
Yeah.
As long as he's fighting, I'm going to be paying him to do it. So
I got a mortgage.
Absolutely. So this all happens here, March 29th, 2010. March 28th, 2010, Jennifer, his wife, decides that she refuses. That's her last chance to file charges against him for assault, and they're really trying to get her to, and she won't. She tells her injuries were caused by an accidental fall down a flight of steps.
Okay.
Exactly what he said. Even her mother said that. They got their story straight.
Yeah.
He said, "Look, you want me to get paid?
Yeah.
Lie." And then they fucking went out and lied. Even his mother, Eloisa, backed up the same thing. The whole deal. Everybody backs it up. Now, March 29, 2010, he checks himself. He's checked into a psychiatric hospital, the San Juan de Dios Hospital, to deal with depression and alcohol dependency.
Awesome.
For 6 months. 6 months he's supposed to be in here in rehab. Okay,
that's all it takes.
So that's March 29th. Yeah. 6 months. Okay. April 7th, he checks himself out of the hospital. So I mean, Jesus Christ. Let's go down the list. His mother, he could have made a nice life for her. Now he's embarrassing the fuck out of her. His whole family. His poor wife, Jesus Christ. He's definitely beat her. He's maybe shot her.
Yeah.
Maybe shot her. Maybe beat up his mom, his sister, all of these boxing promoters and everybody else.
Surely suffer.
Oh, God. His kids. He's got 2 kids. They have to witness all this. Everybody that's ever invested a dime in him. I feel bad for all these people, but not nearly as bad as I feel for Edwin
90
Valero.
how many episodes? Every
That's
goddamn
beautiful.
time I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit, we do that. He's got some shit planned. So Edwin Valero, an actor who's in Mozart in the Jungle. This actually has Gail Garcia Bernal from Hampton in it, the writer-producer of Hamilton. I'm looking at something
From the
else.
Hamptons, that guy with that
what the fuck am I
amazing
talking
house,
about
right.
here? So this is the guy's doing all right. He's also a sound man on a movie called Skater Chicks, whatever the fuck that is.
I ain't watching.
Edwin Valero, a, quote, law enforcement professional. What comes in your mind? Cop, right?
No, I see it. Bounty hunter.
Yeah, no, shit, no. He is a DSI security system. He's a fucking security guard. You're not a law enforcement professional.
Law enforcement professional. I don't have a gun.
He should just say, I keep people from going there.
Right.
If you're there and you want to go there, I'm going to say, no, you stay here. And don't go there. And that's law enforcement. I'm enforcing the law. And my favorite of all, Edwin Valero, Little League coach and embezzler. This fucking guy. This guy's great. He's a former Little League treasurer who admitted to pocketing between $60,000 and $80,000 from a Little League's reserve that had... Unfucking real, man. This was in 2014. He's 47 years old. He's believed to have made debit cards and made withdrawals from ATMs.
Wow.
A parent said, when I read this, I thought, could this possibly be the same nice guy? It certainly fucking is.
He's got a D on his hat for I'm a dick.
Yeah, that's right. Dickhead. So... another parent said he seemed like such a nice, congenial person.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Stealing from you, yeah. You might suspect him if he's being an asshole. Like, I don't trust that guy.
Your kids don't have uniforms.
No shit.
He's got great hats, though.
So
they all got D's on them.
It's just all of them.
They're all in different colors.
The next 10 days, now, April 7th, so he'd spent a week in rehab.
Yeah.
So not much here. After a week in rehab here, the Venezuelan government arranges to have him enter a rehab in Cuba.
Yeah.
Okay? They're both communist countries. Going to send him there. 2 days later, he's going to the airport. He is shit-faced drunk and crashes his car and misses the flight. Okay? Now, he was assigned a police escort to take him there for the next one, for the next time he goes. They assign him an escort. He somehow manages to get away from them to the point where he gets to a rental place and rents a van.
What?
What kind of fucking police escort is this? Like, it must be the other Edwin Valero.
Yeah.
No, I told him not to go there. He didn't listen. I don't know what to tell you. I said Cuba, and he just went the other way. I don't know nothing. That's all I can do. I took my flashlight out. He didn't listen.
Or you're just not giving him enough credit, and he's like Axel Foley in fucking Hollywood, Beverly Hills Cop. That's
there you go.
Yeah.
So he suggests, Valero says that he thinks that they're being followed. Now, he's got his wife with him, too, here. Yeah. He's got her. He says that they're being followed, and he needs to go to a hotel. By the way, he's on a shitload of cocaine. Shitloads of cocaine at this point. Yeah.
These people are animals.
So what he does is they go to the Hotel Intercontinental, and they stay in room 624 there, and he is shit-faced drunk, tons of coke. I mean, seriously.
That many details, some shit's coming.
He's hammered shit-faced. He says he went to sleep. It's in Valencia here. It's April 18th. He says, what ends up happening at 5:30 in the morning, Valero walks downstairs to the front desk, barefoot and covered in blood from head to toe.
Oh, no.
Yes. And calmly announced that he's killed his wife.
Oh, no.
And he has stabbed her to death.
Oh, no.
Just calmly. Imagine the guy working the fucking counter. He's like, what do you need, the Wi-Fi password? Holy shit, what happened here? Holy fuck. Good God.
Wet nap, sir?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck to do.
More towels, I guess, is what you're looking for? Shit, so we're going to need to clean the room today, is what you're telling me. Wow. He went down. He makes a confession. So the hotel staff calls police, obviously. Police go up. They confirm the death. poor Jennifer. She has 3 stabs. This poor woman, long-suffering. Jesus Christ. I feel so bad for her. She was up there, stabbed to death 3 times, once in the throat.
Yeah.
To really, cemented in there.
Him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the one probably that soaked him. He offers no resistance when he's arrested. He's so fucking high that they think he might be a suicide risk, obviously. So they take his shoelaces and his jacket and the rest of that shit. Now, his cousin, a Kenya Final, says that after his wife was killed, Valero called her and said that she'd been killed by underworld thugs. She's like, they took a shot at her once, why not twice, right? So
I don't know who did it.
She said, quote, when he called, he sounded like he was drugged. In a real quiet tone, he said Jennifer was dead in a hotel room in Valencia and that she had been killed by some thugs who had been pursuing them. Very calmly. He's very calm. Now, he gives the exact same story to his wife's... same story he gave to the wife's family, the cousin there. Right. It's the same story he gives to police.
Sure.
He said, quote, I did not kill her. We were being pursued by some thugs and they killed her.
Okay.
That's very simple right there.
I suppose.
He would also he also told police that he was so high he couldn't even remember exactly what happened. He said he remembered finding her body but couldn't remember anything else or how he was killed or anything like that. So he is arrested. There's him in handcuffs there. Obviously. He's arrested for that.
Police there?
That's the police guy, just a dude in a windbreaker.
Yeah.
He looks like that's the other Edwin Valero. He's like, there, we're taking you there, inside that cell, there, right there.
Not a scary cop.
No, he doesn't even have his hands behind his back.
Right.
He's just like, you're okay. A guy like you isn't dangerous with your hands or anything. You couldn't beat me up with your fucking hands cuffed. He says to them, quote, now I've screwed up for real. I'll never be able to see my daughter again. Now, he's got that's what he says at first when they take him.
He's got a son,
like,
right?
Fucked up. He's got a daughter and a son.
Okay.
Fuck the son. Who cares about him? See that kid? He's like, he's got fucking long hair, longer than mine. I don't like that. And it's not masculine enough for me.
Fucking man bun.
Yeah, it's no good. He says his explanation for this is, I was going to Cuba, but I didn't have my passport. I lost it. We were going to stay in La Guaira until they sent me to it. The flight was supposed to be yesterday. So very confusing shit. And here's his explanation of the whole thing in their own words. Quote, yeah. We were driving and I had been drinking some vodka. I was drinking and drinking. All of a sudden I realized that someone was following us. Probably a police escort maybe, dickhead.
Right.
It was like 10:30 p.m. and I sped up until we reached a toll booth and I told the police officer that someone wanted to rob or kidnap us. I don't remember which toll booth. After a while at the booth he told us to go to the Hotel Intercontinental in Valencia. I went there because they were trying to kidnap me. There was this woman leaning back in a chair staring at my wife. Another man said hello to her as well.
Oh boy.
Is that coke shit or what?
That's pretty bizarre.
That's the cokiest shit ever.
Yeah.
There was a guy in the lobby and he said hi to us. He's fucking totally going to kill us, right? Think about that fucking statement. Then I went there, I saw him at the toll booth. He was right there. I was like, yeah, he knows. The toll booth guy set me up. He sent me to the hotel because he had thugs and he was the one. The toll booth guy was the fucking guy in the control of it all. Don't you understand? The toll booth guy owns this shit. Wow. Holy fucking shit. He said, I laid next to her, and when I woke up, she was dead. That's all he says. He just said he was just taking coke and drinking all night long, and she just died. And he said, I can't count on my family for moments like this. I think they'll find out what happened soon enough. What I would like, though, he tells the police, is to call my manager, Segundo Luano. He should come. Talk about silver. I've killed a guy. Call my manager. Holy fuck, man.
Not a guy. I killed my wife.
I killed my wife,
right.
yeah. So, I mean, he's sitting there now. He's in fucking jail.
Yeah.
He's sitting there. He's got to be miserable, too. He's sitting in there miserable. He's sitting in there miserable. And he hears there's a knock at the cell. He's like, he looks through the bars, and it opens up, and it's the Mexican pimp, guns blazing. And he says, how is it you've come to arrive here? Why are you here? Why do you come? I have many women. Many. So many women. I have not shot any of them. I have not stabbed any. I make them have sex for money, sure. And they give it to me, yes. Right. But I do not do that. And he gets bumped over. He's like, who the hell is this? And behind him, it's the shawarma man. Why you come here? What's wrong with you? No, he already said how you come here, right? All right, he does that. But why are you here now? I don't understand. You come here, you kill wife. Why you kill wife? Now you want shawarma from me? I don't make shawarma for people who kill wives. Signs say closed. No, come in here. No, go. And behind him, and he was very concerned when he turned around and see was behind him, is Dexter Manley, interior decorator from New York City. This is ridiculous. You grew up. Listen, sir. Sir, I'm going to have to tell you right now. I'm the one that tells everybody this. I don't care if you're from Venezuela or wherever you're from. You're white trash, sir. You're just white trash, okay? You're fighting with your mother, your sister. Your wife's climbing on the roof to change water pumps. You're white trash. You might as well have a trailer. Get out of here. And he says, never mind, and he steps aside, and behind him they hear some dogs barking. And it's Bobby Colorado, animal trainer from Fredericksburg, Texas. And he says, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's your fucking problem? You know what you need to do? You know your problem, you're very miserable. You need to get yourself a couple of nice fucking dogs as companions. You know what I mean? I'll train them up for you. They're very fucking... No, I won't teach them to bite people. What the fuck is wrong with you? This guy's a fucking asshole. Wants me to teach him to bite dogs. Nah, I'm fucking done with you. I'm getting out of here. And he steps aside, and it's Estevez Jones. 70s MMA fighter and 70s black exploitation film villain. And he says... Motherfucker, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's your motherfucking problem? Now, I've been talking to the Mexican pimp outside. We got some shit in common, you know what I'm saying? We both run some girls, you know what I'm saying? I got the same shit. I never stabbed one of my hoes. I don't stab nobody. You understand? No, that's right. I don't stab nobody. I keep it calm. I got a nice woman at home. Yo, you think I'm a mean guy? No, I got a nice woman at home, goddammit. We're very happy. We go out on Friday nights to TGI Fridays. And we have a good time. That's right. I don't give a fuck. And then behind him, they make way, and it's my grandma. And she says, Ma, what the hell are you doing? Huh? Ma, I want to say you're a handsome young man, but you're really no handsome young man. You're a very, very ugly man. But that's okay. Maybe you cut your hair, you get a nice man haircut, you know, nice and short, you know, you look very handsome for your wife. You know what? I have a nice, one of my nieces, maybe I took... No, you kill your wife. Never mind. You son of a bitch. Get out of here. I go, and poof, in a cloud of marinara sauce, dog shit, purple glitter, cheetah print, and handguns. They're all gone. Like that. Thank you. My grandmother kicked them all out. She said, all of you go, you go. So, Jennifer Carolina's uncle. We get back into woman murder now. This is terrible. He says that Valero didn't go crazy overnight. He said he was always a violent person. He had the entire family living in fear. He says that they've never said anything because they've been threatened with death. Yeah. We have to take the blame for what happened for not speaking up earlier, but so do the authorities of this country and President Hugo Chavez himself. Because Valero was an athlete, he received preferential treatment. Yeah. Whole point of our show. So they are too responsible. They too are responsible for what happened. It's true. Jennifer's death cannot go unpunished. If he would have been sent to the mental hospital, then they would have said he wasn't crazy. He was keeping Jennifer on drugs since January.
Oh, Jesus.
He forced her to take them, or else he would have killed her children, and her mother. Well, during 10 years. Yeah, true. During the 10 years of marriage, she was always under threat of death, which explains the autistic smile. Right. I really like my husband now. This is going great. His mother, Valero's mother, blames the legal system. They said the legal system's failed my son. Sure. Period. Because it's not his fucking fault. Right. She said, quote, the authorities of this country are responsible for everything. Yeah. Everything.
I want that, Mom.
Yeah. So he immediately, they see a judge to arraign him anyway, and he's remanded. He's not getting any bail. You, sir, may fuck off over here. Yeah. Fuck out of here. You're out of here. In jail. So he's in police custody. The WBC suspended his title because he's, in prison for fucking killing his wife. He can't defend it. So April 19th, no, he's not going to defend it. He's going to be the champion of jail. Right. April 19th, he's in police custody. He tells police as they let him to his cell, quote, I feel so alone. I need to talk to someone. Don't leave me alone. Oh. Okay. So they leave him alone, and obviously. And so he uses his jogging pants to hang himself.
Fantastic!
Yes. And there you go. There's his fucking funeral.
Do we have a death scene? I want to see that photo. That's close enough. I did, and I didn't. You found it?
No, I found her crime scene.
Oh fuck! No! We don't want that.
I'd
love to see him.
We're having fun here. Yeah. This is fine.
So, I want to see him hung by a pair of breakaway pants that didn't break away.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Fuck yeah. I love it. I love it, man. His mother-in-law said that the daughter had told him that he, quote, didn't eat, he didn't sleep, he used drugs every day, and he was growing more and more violent all the time.
Okay.
So people down in Venezuela are calling it a tough blow for the sport.
I mean,
they're all saying that they're just disappointed. They're look at this funeral. There's people chanting
tons,
shit.
yeah.
They take the coffin to the gym that he trained at.
What?
No, this is like parading through the streets like a hero died. It absolutely is.
To the gym.
People are chanting, "We don't care, we still love you."
My Christ.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I'd
It's
piss on
a whole
it.
country
That's
of
what I would
silver-haired
do.
middle-aged white men. Whole fucking country. One of this Linares guy who's a former Venezuelan heavyweight super featherweight champion. He says what's important is that we learn a lesson. We admired him as an athlete, but we never did anything to help him with his problems. We could have started by making public his problems and not hiding anything. His manager, Jose Castillo, who's a guy who should feel fucking bad, he said, quote, "We all looked away not to admit what's going on. We were very permissive with him, and because of that, we're now in the middle of this tragedy." Well, no shit. Also, Bob Arum, there's his kid, too. That's his son there. That's fucking sad, man. And they're all treating it like this is great.
That's at the funeral?
People are clapping. This is fucking... That's a funeral.
Wow.
That's his funeral, man.
The kid's raising his fist like he's the champion now?
They're
I
saying
mean,
like
he
the
kind of
son-
is.
They're trying to make him feel better, I guess.
Yeah.
I think they do that at every Venezuelan funeral.
They just We win.
The oldest son puts boxing gloves on and they declared a victory. An Oedipal victory. That's all it is right there. Bob Arum speaks on it one more time.
Sure.
He says, quote, "The court put him in rehab for 6 months and somehow he got out in a weekend. I never talked to him during that period. I only talked to his manager. They were trying to get him to come to Mexico to start training and cleaning himself up. It's obvious now in retrospect that he should have been institutionalized during that period, but it's silly to play the blame game. Really, I think this is the perfect time to start blaming motherfuckers at this point in time. His final record is 27-0.
Mm-hmm.
Something positive does come out of this. A middleweight champion down there named Sergio Martinez announces the day after Valero kills himself that he's launching a campaign in the boxing community to raise awareness about domestic violence against women. He's doing this whole deal. Basically, he says, quote, "I love and respect women. Violence against women is simply unacceptable. The number of cases too often involving athletes requires action. I have always confided in my mother and consider myself to be a mama's boy. Women must be respected, not abused."
It's true.
So, this guy should be on our staff for this. September
28-0, except for track pants and cars.
That's
it. The only thing. It's the only thing that can beat him.
0-1 and 0-1 right there. You got it. September 2016, a film called El Inca comes out, which is all about him. It's a box office sensation down there automatically. It's the third most lucrative film of the year in less than 3 weeks of release. It's a huge thing.
It's the second film ever, but whatever.
It's only their fourth movie ever made. So December 3rd, 2016. The judge actually ordered it removed from theaters and impounded all the copies of it.
Wow.
It was a case brought by Valero's family, which they accuse him of slander, the director, Ignacio Castillo, of slander, but he says it has more to do with that's bullshit. He says, in Venezuela, the courts are not independent. There's evidence of political element in banning this film. So he's another one saying his father, this filmmaker's father, was a journalist that Chavez fucking hated, by the way. So it's one of those things. So he's saying that it's a political thing against him. Which, I mean, who knows? Whatever. It might be, but either way.
At the end of it, is he like a hero, like Inglourious Bastards, where they like kill Hitler? You know what I mean? That really didn't happen.
No.
At the end, is he like a hero and the wife's the hero?
In the end, he kills someone and then hangs himself.
Great.
That's it.
I want to see
They keep it really on the mark there. He said this guy says the judge never even saw the movie. He says, if you're going to censor the film, let's fight about it. Let's make it public. Say that you're censoring us. We live there so we can permit these things to happen. We really don't want to fight for it. He's like, this is bullshit here. Manny Pacquiao here comes out and says that he doesn't think Valero committed suicide. He thinks it was murder. He says that, he says
Does he
that...
have a blood clot too?
No, he said that... He knew Valero personally. They both have very severe brain damage. They get along very well. He knew Valero personally, and Valero had attended his birthday party in the Philippines 2 years ago. And he says he didn't do it. He said that, quote, someone might have gotten back at Valero. If police authorities felt that Valero could be a danger to himself, they should have stripped him down to his briefs inside the cell or put a straitjacket on him, which is true. But a lot of people are saying that. His parents request that, his sister, his mother, request that his body be exhumed to prove that he was, to say that he was strangled to death death by police because that's what they think.
Wow.
They would have had to have him cuffed. Otherwise, he's taken all of them out with him, I would imagine. It's not a guy you want to start to choke. Right. He's going to fucking knock the shit out of you. Hugo Chavez came out and said that during the investigation that Valero was innocent of the charge of murder in the case of his wife, and his wife was killed by her enemies. That's what he said. So he's got the president to do that. Yeah.
They really love women down there.
That's right, man. He said that, and with this too, that if he wouldn't have killed himself, he would have got away with this shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
If the president's saying you're innocent and it's a dictatorship, you're fucking innocent, period. No one's going to go against him. So they had the funeral for him, as we saw. People are fucking upset about it. Yeah. They're upset. They're like, they're sad, which I don't understand here.
Well, there's no closure.
There is no closure on it. Yeah, they didn't get to do anything like that, but. So anyway, they're saying that they're blaming the psychiatrist for not keeping him. But he checked himself out of rehab in a week. He was a fucking menace. There's no way that this was going to end like this in some way, shape, or form. Either in prison or hanging himself or with dead women or something here. Now they talk about Valero's brother Edward afterwards said that Valero was driven crazy by the drugs. And they named their kids Edward and Edwin, by the way. What the fuck is wrong?
Which was which?
Yeah, Edward is the brother. Okay. Edward says that the drugs made Edwin hallucinate, and he thought everyone was trying to hurt him, even his own family. He said, quote, when Edwin came from Mexico after his last fight, he went crazy. He was drinking and acting strange and wanted to fight everybody. Cocaine makes you paranoid. No shit. Once I went up to the house, and his wife was excited to see me.
Somebody that tried it once.
Yeah, he's like, that's just fucked up. And his wife was excited to see me, and he got mad. He had to be calmed down. His obsession with Jennifer was so strong that it bothered him even when his father or brother would give her a kiss. He would say that Jennifer was his, she belonged to him. Edwin was a great person, but the drugs drove him crazy, made him see strange things. He always believed people wanted to hurt him.
Sure.
Fucking cocaine.
That's what
God
it does.
damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's why it's
a hell of a
fucking
drug.
awesome.
It's good now. Yeah. Yeah, cocaine could make someone voluntarily want to do that and end up like this. That's how great it must be. I don't know.
Fucking insane.
So I fucking hate stimulants of all kinds. I can't do it. I'm on edge enough as it is, as you can tell. Can you imagine me on coke?
Imagine this guy.
I'd be diving off the goddamn stage.
The show would just be all characters.
That's all it would be. That's all it would be. I'd have a million fucking characters. Every one of these would be in a different character. The two children, by the way, are now being looked over by Yoel Final, who was a 2016 bronze medalist and is the brother of Jennifer. It's Jennifer's brother.
Right, the uncle.
Valero trained him in boxing.
Oh.
And he would take him around the streets of Meridia to look for fights to help him, quote, become a man.
Sweet Pete.
Come on, little guy. Let's go beat the shit out of some people in the streets.
What the fuck?
Wow. Can't get enough of Edwin Valero, you sick fucks? You can go to www.boxingroyalty.co and get an Edwin Valero boxing DVD career set for $14.78.
That's a deal.
You can also get this little deal here. This is a Edwin Valero signed glove, obviously. It's $1,249.88.
Sweet. Is that Venezuela money or American?
No, that's American, and they have the balls to say plus $10 shipping. Fuck you and your $10 shipping. You're not getting shit from
balls.
me. Balls of the North Korea money, exactly. That's what it is. It's not worth it. Also, too, they have a Scarface. You know those Scarface, like black and white shirts that people wear down to their knees?
Fucking
a Scarface-style Edwin Valero shirt.
Unbelievable.
Him with his arms up in the ring with the Scarface.
Those
Edwin
shirts are
Valero.
like body covers for when you stab a woman so that you don't get your blood on it. Right.
What an asshole. $20.99 plus $5.95 shipping. Please, nobody buy one of them.
Never, ever.
Fucking terrible. And that, my friends, is Edwin Valero, a complete and total asshole. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out, Chicago. You guys are great. Bear the cold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you to death. Thank you so much. We'll see you out there. We're going to come out and hang out, take pictures, and see all of you. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night. Drive safe.
If you like crime and sports, you can listen early and ad-free now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts. Prime members can listen early and ad-free on Amazon Music. Before you go, tell us about yourself by filling out a short survey at Wondery.com/survey.
A few miles from the glass spires of Midtown Atlanta lies the South River Forest,
In 2021 and 2022, the woods became a home to activists from all over the country who gathered to stop the nearby construction of a massive new police training facility, nicknamed Cop City.
At approximately 9 o'clock this morning, as law enforcement was moving through various sectors of the property, an individual, without warning, shot a Georgia State Patrol trooper.
This is We Came to the Forest, a story about resistance.
The abolitionist mission isn't done until every prison is empty and shut down.
Love and fellowship.
It was probably the happiest I've ever been in my life.
And the lengths we'll go to protect the things we hold closest to our hearts. Follow We Came to the Forest on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can binge all episodes of We Came to the Forest early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus.